Right, here we go. Apologies, everybody. Give us a bit of a sound check, please. But it looks like we have everything back up and running again.
Oh, we got a bit more terrain on the table.
Yes, we have a bucket load more terrain on the table. I've switched everything out. So now we have. Well, so I took a bit of inspiration from the L shapes you guys were talking about from Nova, and so I've got a big line of sight blocking, like kind of a bit there, another one there. They're not quite the L shapes because I don't want to just copy what other guys do. But there's two big line of sight blockers there, and we've got some small line of sight blockers here.
That looks great.
Here. Yeah. So it's pretty diverse. It's not. I don't like purely symmetrical. How do you feel about it? I don't like purely symmetrical tables. I like tables to skew one way or another. It makes the games more interesting. Puts a little bit more onus on the players. I mean, naturally, like I think the Nova perspective is make it as much like a chessboard as you can. So it's just not a factor. It being different at all.
Yeah, I think as long as there's comparable amounts, even if they're not necessarily symmetrical, that's good.
Yep. So this game we have, this is round 4. This is Dean Sinnbeck of Blog for the Blood God and Team Advic. So he's a local to Victoria. And we have Matthew Clegg, who is also a local Victorian, but he's moved here from WA, from Perth. And both these gentlemen are on the Victorian ATC team this year. So it's going to be interesting to see which one of them comes up on top. And we're just going to run through their list really quickly. Have you got them up? We want to run through them together? Because I'd like to get you to, if you want, to go through the Demons list.
Sure. We can go through Matt's first.
Yeah, sure. I'll run through Matt's, and you can run through Dean's. So Matthew Clegg, he starts off with the Blood Angels Battalion. He has essentially 2 Smash Captains, both with Storm Shields and Thunderhammers. And then he has a Librarian Dreadnought with Fists and Stormbolter. Then he has 1, 2, 3 units of Scouts just to round that out. So he pretty much just there has three really good killer characters. And I'm in battalion. Then there's a 2nd battalion of Astra Militarum. He has the Emperor's Fist Tank Company. He said he's paid for. He's got 2 tank commanders, both in battle tanks with battle cannons and a single heavy bolter in the hull. And then he has, of course, we can assume one of those is going to become the Relic Battle Cannon. And then we have just 3 infantry squads, bare bones. And then straight into another battalion. This one is Sisters. This one is the Order of the Valorous Heart. Now, I'm not quite sure which one that is. Might get somebody in the chat to look it up for us. Which is the Order Conviction of the Valorous Heart? Let us know in chat. Then he has a Canoness, and this one is his Warlord, which has Indomitable Belief. I'm not quite sure what that is. Then he has Celestine, 3 Battle Sisters squad, bare bones, so no Stormbolters, which is interesting. But then he has 3 units of Dominions, all with Stormbolters. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 3 units of 5 Dominions with Stormbolters, 1 unit of 6 Dominions with Stormbolters, and 3 Suppressors. So yeah, that's actually pretty legit. So the Repressors have Heavy Flamers, a Stormbolter, and a Heavy Flamer. So 2 Heavy Flamers and a Stormbolter on the Repressors, and they're packing. Each have 5 and one has 6 Stormbolters in each one. So that's a lot of anti-infantry firepower, which becomes very relevant when we go to and throw it over to Mr. Visol to tell us about what Dean's bringing.
Yeah, so Dean has a Khorne battalion, which has a Bloodmaster, a Demon Prince of Chaos with a Demonic Axe. I assume he's going to give it the Relic Chaos Axe. And then 3 units of 20 Bloodletters, which I think are going to probably be the game winners in this matchup. Those are going to shred all that power armor really, really fast if you can get them in, if you can play them correct. He's got another Demon Battalion with 2 Poxbringers, 2 10-man Brimstone units. I assume those will just be in the back corners, and a 30-man Plague Bearer unit, and that'll probably be used to screen out his 2 Demon Princes of Chaos, an Armored on Disc, a few 10-man Cultist blobs, and then a Xanathar blob.
Yeah, so he's got a 29 unit of 29 Zangors. He's got 30 Plague Bearers. And he's got 60, essentially 60 Bloodletters.
Yeah, so I think I think Matthew's really going to have to play this match carefully with his screens, because even one of those Bloodletter units fighting twice is gonna ruin a lot of his power armor.
Yeah.
So those Repressors, I think, are going to have to be probably his sacrificial units, so to speak, and maybe have those out to heavy flame the Bloodletters as they come in and eat those units, because and then hopefully he can finish them off the Stormbolters. But that's a lot of Bloodletters to deal with.
It's a hell of a lot of Bloodletters. And Sisters don't have an intercept stratagem, do they? They don't have an Auspex scan. They don't.
They don't. But the other thing too is like they're all gonna have the 3d6 charge banner.
Mm-hmm.
So they're probably all gonna get in.
Yep.
And if if he doesn't have a ton of screens, so if he loses some of his screens early to Smites or Zangors, and those Bloodletters come in, they're just gonna clean up everything.
100%. And one thing he can't do is get so the whole shtick of the repressors is that they get to essentially get a scout move. So when the sisters go into the repressor, they give the repressor a scout move. And the good thing about the repressor is it's got firing points, so you can shoot from inside it. I'm not sure. Mm-hmm. And you can shoot out of combat, yeah. Which is with Clegg just yelled at me, but he still can't afford to let them get wrapped. That's still just a bad deal, especially they're getting wrapped by plague bearers who are -2 hit, etc.
I love the plague bear circle.
Yeah, same. His little love heart plague bear circle. Yeah.
I didn't know what that was, but as soon as I looked at it, I'm like, those are definitely plague bears.
It's got to be plague bearers, yeah. So I'm interested to know why he's actually bothered going all the way around. I need to check, does Clegg have points for an assassin?
Well, I was going to say, I don't think he needs to screen that behind him like that, because besides the jump pack lords doing the redeploy, I don't think he has any sort of deep strike or ability to kind of get behind them.
That was what I was about to say. So he does. Matthew Clegg's list is listed at 14 points. So he does have the 85. Uh-oh. So maybe he's worried about maybe he's purchased a Calidus, in which case the Calidus could get behind there. As actually now that the Calidus has gone to 2 wounds and ignoring invulnerable saves, 2 damage on its attacks, it's actually quite legit. It is something that could pull down Ahriman in turn quite convincingly. Mm-hmm. So maybe that's the whole reason he's done that.
Do you think in this matchup would you take a Calidus over a Vindicare or a Calexis?
No, I wouldn't. I'd probably take the Calexis in this matchup, knowing how much Dean is going to be. Sorry.
So what I find actually with Thousand Suns, because of the 24-inch range spells, I've played lists with my Thousand Suns against 2 Calexis. And if you're smart, you can actually basically kind of dance around them and avoid their bubbles altogether.
Okay, yeah.
And so I actually find, people overestimate how good a Calexis is against Thousand Suns. The other thing that you got to be careful of is Zangors. They reroll all hits against characters.
Yeah,
so
true.
If you throw Calexis out there and you get the Zangors in them, that Calexis is going down for sure.
That is very, very relevant. I'm just going to assume that they've got Dawn of War deployment, guys. And that's just because we've got units starting the board here, which means it's not frontline assault, because otherwise they'd have to be there if it was frontline assault. So they've got Dawn of War deployment. Looks like we've got the 3 repressors already dropped. See. He's okay to put them where they are now, and then if he wants to scout them up, he just needs to get that.
What's that thing in the middle? Is that a house?
This thing? It's just like a big pillar with a turret on the top. It's pretty cool, but yeah, it's just a big line of sight.
No, sorry, he just put something down in the middle of his plague bears. Was that a piece of terrain he was replacing?
Yeah, it's a piece of terrain. He's placing back in there. Yeah.
I thought that was a unit of his army.
So the other thing, so the back wrap on his plague bearers, it might just be to stop a Wings of Fire, smash captain turn 1, because you can upon Wings of Fire, and then pay the 3d6 charge. He gets in. He can go in and kill. Essentially, he can go in and kill 2 demon princes. If he gets in the back there,
I actually think in this match, your battle cannons, those Leman Russes, are not going to be super effective.
No, they're not. So he's got them in there because they're 2 models he can take that give him a lot of. Well, they're not overly expensive, but they're getting the relic battle cannon in there, and then the formation and stuff. They become quite great anti-mech, which is something the rest of his army doesn't have any of. So he's for 2 models, he's put anti-mech into his list without giving a huge investment. I would have liked to have seen some. I would have liked to have seen some models in here.
I think in this match, you maybe sacrifice those Leman Russes to block out some of those deep strikers.
Yeah, that's
let those bloodletters.
Yep.
They're TA, right? So let those bloodletters hit the Leman Russes, and then you can hopefully shoot them.
Well, the thing about the repressors is they're actually really good on the charge. They get D3 attacks for every attack that they have, so they can have up to 9 attacks that hit on, I think, 4s or 5s in combat at strength 6 or strength 7. So that's actually very relevant against demons. They don't need rend against demons. So those 3 repressors going into a unit of 20 bloodletters, they probably kill more than half of them.
Yeah, bloodletters die very quickly.
Yeah. So that's on top of that. So he could kill. Sorry, just looking at his list, if Dean was to drop all the bloodletters and then not charge relevant things, they probably all just get picked up next turn. So we've got 4, 8, 12, 16. We've got 20 Stormbolter shots plus 2 Stormbolters from each repressor. So we've got 28 Stormbolter shots from each little repressor and sisters and a Dominion's combo. On top of that, they have the 2 heavy flamers as well. Each one of those should pick up a unit of 20 or put a unit of 20 bloodletters to so low that they auto pop, or he needs to pay 2 CP to keep them. So to my mind, Clegg's got the tools to win this game. The execution needs to be pretty spot on.
Yeah, if he makes a mistake here and those tanks get wrapped by bloodletters, so they can't be shot, that's
it's pretty over. Yeah, I agree. Those red tanks getting deployed up front. Look, it is because he has no threats of getting charged first turn except for Demon Princes, which he doesn't give a shit about. If he wants to Voltron out his Demon Princes past his Plague Bearers turn 1, he's lost the game. He can't do that. So those oppressors can scout up and get in range turn 1, but then they need to be backing up from turn 2. And he can only do that if he goes first. If he goes second, he can't scout the repressors because then he moves them up and then he gets bloodletted next turn. So if he goes first, he can scout them up, shoot them, and then back them off, and then maybe wrap them with a bubble wrap, or use units of 5 sisters to get in front, or the guardsmen. But yeah, if he goes second, I don't think he can afford to scout him. We're just going to yell at Clegg for a sec and ask what assassin he went for. They're just putting in their secondaries right now. Hey Clegg. They're putting in secondaries. I'll give him a sec. Yeah, is that right? To my mind, that's the only way he can use the repressors here. He can only scout them if he goes first. Because if he goes second and he scouts them, then in turn 2 they're pissing in the wind, and when the bloodletters come down, and they just wreck him. So I'm just going to ask Clegg what assassin he bought. Matt, what assassin did you buy?
It's going to be a Eversoul.
Is that all you got?
Yeah.
Okay. He bought an Eversoul because that's the only model he has.
oh man.
Yeah, I know. Although Eversoul's not horrible in this matchup. He can go in and pretty much kill a unit of bloodletters by himself.
Pick up a unit of bloodletters. Absolutely.
But yeah, he's the Vindicator or the Plexus with the 2 better choices, and I think we can all agree on that.
Yeah, it's funny. Everyone's scared of the ability to pick assassins, but the last 2 guys only ever brought 1 assassin.
Exactly right. They only had 1 assassin with them, so I find that very interesting. Yeah. So it looks like we've got. This is the Zangor unit being deployed here, onto the left of the blood. That's because he's assumed because of Dark Matter Crystal. Starts him on the board. Dark Matter Crystals him over. Who's got the Dark Matter Crystal though? I'm just gonna have a quick look at his list. Unless he's purchased it as an extra, because I didn't note it when I was having a gaze.
I believe it's the Demon Prince.
It would have to be one of the Demon Princes, wouldn't it? Yeah. Well, yeah, it actually just has to be. Okay, there's no chance. Dark Metal on one of his Demon Princes, and that one has Prescience and Weaver of Fates and Wings. So he has he has one of the good buffs to give to them anyway. He has Gaze of Fate, Glamour of Zinch, and then he has Hex, Doombolt, and Warp Time on Ahriman. Ahriman is listed as his Warlord. So does that mean Ahriman has the 3+ invulnerable save, yeah?
That's right.
Okay.
Now, do you guys, does this tournament require them to pick their psychic powers as part of their list building? Because I noticed that he had.
No, I think Dean is just a guy who's like, I'm picking the same ones anyway, and yeah, I don't think he cares. I know a bunch of players don't really give a stuff, and they'll just pick whatever's. They'll just be like, yeah, I'm playing a list that's built around these 5 psychic powers. I'm never going to change them. They're always going to be the same. But at the same time, he has those listed on his Demon Prince. He hasn't got any psychic powers listed for his Poxbringers, which I find interesting. Yeah, did you notice that? Yeah, the Poxbringers definitely are Psychers, yeah?
Yeah.
I think we've just seen the roll for first turn.
And what's it looking like? Who got it?
Clegg got it. Yeah. So the Imperium started off, and here they
go.
I think that's what he needed.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's funny. Yeah. The people say, do you want the top of turn? You want the bottom of turn? You always want the bottom of turn in ITC, but no, in this matchup, you totally want the top for him. I think he needs to do damage early. He needs to probably, while those Plague Bearers are only -1 to hit, he needs to give them an absolute hiding. As soon as they get -2, you don't do anything, especially when you Warp Surge. They're -2 and Warp Surged. You don't do shit.
Yeah.
Sorry?
Do you think that's the right call, though, try to take down those Plague Bearers? Or do you think that they're trying to get a kill here, maybe take out unit of cultists?
I think he can probably do both.
Those Angors a bit.
I think he can probably do both. Is he? Sorry, he's pushed up one of his characters as well. It looks like. I'm just going to try and get a beat on what it is.
Is that a Smash Captain you just threw up there?
I think it would have to be a Smash Captain. And he's done fall on Fury at the start of the game to move it 12 inches.
So he's going for it. He's going for the...
Well, so he's going right for it because he should be over 12 inches away from the Plague Bearers as well. So he's going to have to stop in front, and he's clearing the Plague Bearers and getting into a Demon Prince or two. What I'd be going for if I was him is trying to get rid of that. That's going
to be a tall order.
Hugely tall order. Yeah, but I think he's going to be going for. If I was him, I'd be going for that Khorne Demon Prince.
Yeah, because he'll die instantly.
He will instantly die, and then so you charge the Khorne Demon Prince, and then you declare another Demon Prince as well, and you kill a Khorne DP. You can consolidate, tap the other one, hope that one kills you, and then you fight on death and take him out too.
Yeah. Now, our sister's BS4 or 3, I can't remember.
BS3.
So, okay, but all the guards are going to be hitting on...
5s.
5s.
Yeah. Yep. The tank commanders will be hitting on 4s. But yeah, it's literally just these units of repressors, these Dominion squads with in repressors, they need to do all the damage. All of it. And, yeah.
Yeah, I think he's playing this too aggressively right now.
I have to agree. Already I have to
I don't think that Smash Captain's going to get past... I don't think he's going to kill enough Plague Bearers if he Warp Surges them. He's going to pick up maybe 10.
Yeah.
And then that Smash Captain's going to just die. It's a Smites.
So, I need to get an indication of what deployment they had. Because that Smash Captain should be 24 inches away. He gets a 12-inch move at the start of the game. So he should be 12 inches away, which means he can't unless... Yeah, he can't. He has to land in front of the Plague Bearers. He can't get past them.
No.
Well, yeah, because he'd have to clear a 32 mil base plus an inch. So he would have to move essentially 14.5 inches.
And
if they both started.
I don't know if his original move is a little liberal, but he looks a little bit past the halfway point.
He does look a little bit past, doesn't he? Because I just saw him measure that, and his 12-inch on his tape measure had him past the Plague Bearers, which I don't think is correct. Fall on Fury lets you advance. Sorry, Fall on Fury lets you advance. So he could be... I forgot about that. So he could definitely be
so you think he can pop this... Has he not... So you think he can pop over the screen?
Yeah. Yeah, so if he Fall on Fury and he got a decent advance, then yeah, he can make it over the screen. In which case...
So if he left a gap there, that's a huge mistake.
Yes, it is a huge mistake, and something he should have seen coming.
On Dean's. But he must have left it, otherwise I don't think moving us this season to that gap.
Because all he does is his Demon Princes go like 2 inches closer than they are, and the gap's gone. He can't land in that space, and it's fine.
And do we know, does he have the 4 damage Thunderhammer or the Overwatch Relic?
I will have to. Well, of course, he probably doesn't need the Overwatch Relic, but so I think he has bought 2 extra. He's got it listed that he buys 2 extra relics. Let's just double check.
Because against a Tzeentch Demon Prince, even the Khorne one, with statistically he might actually live.
Yeah. So
if they're hitting on 3s.
Yeah, what's Death Visions of Sanguinius?
It makes him a Death Company.
Yeah. So he's paid he's got it listed. He's paying 2 CPs for those, but hasn't got any others listed. So he should be starting the game with 16 CP minus what he has to spend for the formations. So he has to spend one for the tank formation and 1 for the relic battle cannon. So he should be starting with 14 CP. And then we need to know if he's less than that. If he's less than 14, we probably can assume he's bought the Thunderhammer or the Jump Pack. So I'm just going to go over the secondaries that they've chosen. So Matthew has chosen Ratcon, Reaper, and Mark for Death. Mark for Death wise, I'm actually very interested to know what he's done. He's probably done the Plague Bearers because he needs to kill them in order to have any chance of winning this game. So you'd have to assume that they're probably being picked. But what else would you pick if you were Matt playing against this demon list?
You definitely take Reaper because the Plague Bearers are going to be 3 points easily.
Yeah.
But although I think I'd probably mark for death the 3 Plague Bearer Bloodletter units and Zangors.
Yeah, 3 Bloodletter. I was about to say.
Because those are going to be in your face. You definitely take a headhunter, and then a recon, I think.
Yeah,
Or a
that's
four-
that's exactly what he's done. He's gone Recon, Reaper, Mark for Death. So I think he's got the right choices there. Hello Zornzi, how you doing, dude? And Dean's secondaries, he's also chosen Recon. He's chosen Headhunter. He's chosen Butcher's Bill. I'm assuming the Butcher's Bill is because he's got he's got 3 units of 5 sisters. He's got 3 units of 10 guardsmen. He's got a couple of company commanders. He's got a canoness. He's got apart from the tanks, essentially the 5 tanks. Everything else in Matthew Clegg's army is very, very, very easy to pick up for demons.
Yeah, but that Corn Prince will pick up 2 tanks.
Exactly right.
Turn.
Yeah, that is exactly right. So you thinking he should have gone for Big Game Hunter?
Well, I mean, he'd have to then go chase down one of those Lehman Russes, which...
Yeah.
So is he doing the... Did they get an extra move as well, the Sisters tanks?
Yeah, no, they'll have a scout move. They scout move 12 inches before the start of the game, but then they have their regular move.
Also, he's going to try to flame all these...
Well, no, I don't think he's going to flame. I think he's just going to stay... I think he'd be insanely stupid to get into flamer range. I think that is a suicide run. Because firstly, the Zangors E1 and the deep, yeah, that's a suicide run. The DPs just kill everything if that happens. But I think he's just going to get into Stormbolter range. If you see where he's put that, there is the Smash Captain. So yeah, he's absolutely lined up that Khorne Demon Prince right there.
Nugatti Knight, you're correct. They actually just changed that in the latest ITC mission pack, so that Reaper and Mark doesn't stack, but it used to, and it was really, really bad for... it was actually really bad for Horde list, because you could pick... Or Orcs would really suffer from it, because you could just pick all their boys.
Same as
and
Tyranids.
stack Mark and Reaper and just 8 points.
Every at the start of every game, pretty much you just know your Horde army's giving up 8 points. And so it was a bit shit for a while. But I mean, at the same point, like a Knight list, always gives up Max Kingslayer and Max Titanslayer pretty much every time. If you lose two Knights, you used to have given up Max Titanslayer and Max Kingslayer already. But now they don't stack, do they? You can't get Titanslayer off a character Knight unless you haven't chosen Kingslayer.
That's right.
He's only got 3 princes. If one dies now and the other ends up tied up by Slam Gunius, punchback is minimal. Aggression here is really good. Zangors are bad against tanks. Zangors, you can't veterans with the Longwall Zangors. You can press against them. Well, you can veterans with the Longwall Zangors.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, they wreck a tank. They wreck a repressor.
He doesn't need to kill the tanks. He just needs to wrap them.
He doesn't want to kill them one turn anyway, so he wouldn't even buff himself. He would just go in there, charge it, wrap it. Yeah.
He doesn't even need to kill them. He just needs to wrap them, and then until the bloodletters come down.
One thing I will say that's very good, what Matthew's done, is I've seen him checking. There's no 18-inch gap there. There's no 18-inch gap there. There's definitely no 18-inch gap here. So he has his Dark Matter Crystal proofed his backfield. So essentially he's zoned off almost 2/3, well, just over the halfway line. So there's no way for him to Dark Matter Crystal into his backfield. I think he's done a good job there. As long as the Plague Bearers go down. Because the Plague Bearers go down and then they wrap these tanks, and then he just leaves this gap, and then he puts a Demon Prince in front of that one, Demon Prince there, Demon Prince there. All 3 repressors go, and there's nowhere for the system to deploy as well. But he need a big charge by the Zangors and the Plague Bearers. But he's done the right thing here. He's left no gap and no gap there. So next to that line of sight blocking terrain, and no gap here. So there's no Plague Bearers are going to get between. So it's very unlikely he wraps multiple. So most likely this left one is the one that's the most wrappable target. This left repressor is the easiest to get around from where he's positioned, which probably just means the Khorne Prince just goes in and kills the other 2. Yeah, the other 2 just die to the Khorne Prince. Because the Khorne Prince can attack twice, yeah?
Yeah, I think that is actually really important that he didn't leave those gaps, because
very important.
If he gets close to the Plague Bears and charges past them, he could potentially stop the tanks from falling back, but also from the passengers not having an escape route.
Exactly
so
right.
Now if something happens, say he puts a Demon Prince into one of those tanks,
he's got this middle bit he deploys into.
They'll have a place to be placed.
Yeah, yep. I think that's quite clever on his part. And he's also, like I said, he's also done a good job of stopping the Dark Matter Crystal from going anywhere into his back line. So literally all he has to worry about is what's going to come against these repressors this turn. So he's pretty much told Dean what his only play is, which I think is quite good. And then he's got Celestine here. He's left Celestine in the pocket as backup, and he's got a Slam Captain here. So he's got some counterpunch if Dean overextends to try and if Dean wants to try and kill all 3 repressors, he will take a significant hit in return.
Yeah, I'm still not sure what he's trying to do with the lone Slam Captain. I feel like he's probably he's giving that away unnecessarily.
Very, very possibly is. When he could have literally 3 Slam Captains, essentially 3 Slam Captains, because that's what the Celestine is. She's a baby Slam Captain. 3 Slam Captains backing up 3 repressors. I think that's very legit. Because look, Paddlepop Lion, Paddlepop Poodle, that's Matt Antonello from Victoria. He does only have 3 Demon Princes. He has Ironman 2s as Inch DPs and the Corn DP. If he trades Slam Captains for Demon Princes, that's a winning exchange in my book for the Imperium player.
Yeah, because that's a lot of his killing power is those Demon Princes.
And the smite's gone.
All right, here we go.
Starting to dial up. Looks like we've dropped 2 Plague Bearers so far. I'd like to know if he's warp surged, because I bet my face he's warp surged. Did you warp surge, Dean? Yeah, he warp surged.
Yeah, very cool. Yeah.
He just gave me a stupid look and said, "Adam, is water wet?" Me, Yak Hunter, me and you, we would be a winning exchange. That's Pete, the Falcon from Canadian Glory.
40kstats.com.
Yeah, dude, get on it. He's pumping. He is doing all sorts of good work.
We get $5 every time we mention it.
Yeah, we do. Yeah. Either that or a back rub. Sultry back rubs. How many? Yep.
4++ with a 5+ Feel No Pain is outrageously hard to get through.
So think about this. So he has essentially 28 shots per repressor. He's hitting on 4s because they're -1 to hit, so there's 14 shots. He's wounding on 4s, so there's 7 wounds. He's saving on 4s, so let's say he gets the worst side of the average, as 4 goes through, and he saves 1 on the 5+. He only loses three guys per repressor. That's not even a third of this unit gone. Statistically. I mean, the battle cannons will chip in and do a bit more, but I think to my mind he doesn't kill this unit, and Dean might cakewalk him. I doubt it because he's set up quite defensively for the counter attack, but I've got concerns.
So I think if you can't pull that screen off, I think you send that Slam Captain into those cultists and try to get him as far over to the right as possible,
and try and divert something.
Draw some of those Demon Princes over.
Yeah.
Because then they'll have to go deal with them.
Because they can't leave him there. Because then next turn, if he's still alive, the other Slam Captain's still alive, and Celestine's still alive, they'll all be in range unless Dean stands still of jumping his line and getting into the characters. So that is very relevant.
Can you remind me for the sisters, they can deny a spell on a 4+? Is that a strat? That's a stratagem.
They have a single strat to deny a spell on a 4+, and then if he takes.
Is that any unit, including the tanks, or is that just the infantry?
It's any unit, man. Within 24 of any sisters unit.
Okay, so he can potentially stop a smite there.
Yeah.
With one of those tanks.
He's probably going to stop warp time going off on the Zangors, to be honest. Because he moves the Zangors. That was my assumption. He moves the Zangors up, he warps times them, and then they can easily wrap that left repressor. That was my assumption of what he was going to do here. He was going to go wrap this repressor with the double moving Zangors. That would be what I would try and stop. Because the Plague Bearers, they move 5 inches?
5 inches.
Which is probably about there. So that's still probably like a 7-inch charge, and probably needs like a 9 or a 10 if he wants to realistically wrap. So I think double moving the Zangors would be the better option. Paddlepop Lion, so is like I said, Matt Antonello. He's like our, every kind of 40k community's got this crazy stats head. Just so this one guy who just lives, breathes, eats shits, like averages. How likely is this to hurt this? How likely is this to survive this? That's Matt Antonello. So if you have any questions about what the likelihood of something is happening, just put it to him, and he'll get back to you pretty quickly. Because he just told us the sisters can do about 11 dead, and if you have the hand flamers in range, he kills 15. Yeah, so Yeah, so it looks like looks like the odds are he doesn't get anywhere near through this Plague Rares unit. How many
Yeah,
you
it
got?
looks like he's taking around 8 or 9 from the bottom left corner. And that's
Yeah,
it.
well, of course, it's the only place he should be taking him from, and it makes all the sense in the world to be doing that. Yeah, we know. I assumed you meant heavy flamers, Matt. So we've got. Yeah, look, if he doesn't kill, if that Slam Captain does not kill and get a clear run through that Corn Prince, yeah, 100%, you're absolutely right. He goes into the Cultist and just tries and picks up a kill. Because it's really important that he gets on the board ASAP. Otherwise, because you can almost guarantee Dean's going to get kill and kill more in his turn. And hold is not it's a 4 objective. It's a 4 objective mission. Getting hold more is very, very hard this early in the game. But that
Now,
slam.
can you tell me the 3 Demon Princes? Which one is the Corn Prince? Is it the one that's closest to the Slam Captain?
Yeah, close to Slam Captain. Yeah, it's an old Bloodthirster model, I believe. Yeah.
Okay.
So to my mind, this Slam Captain goes into, like you said, this unit of cultists, and he'll if he decides to, he's already got +1 attack, he's going to have 5 attacks. If he decides to quicken him for 1 more CP, he'll kill and make that unit pop pretty reliably, and then all of a sudden Matt's holding the 3 objectives to the 2, which means that, like you said, he has to divert something to go and kill that if he doesn't want to give up hold more, because we can be pretty sure that Dean's going to get kill more this turn, seeing as he hasn't killed anything. So.
And the thing is, if he sends the Corn Prince in,
He dies.
that captain's going to fight again on death
Yeah,
and kill it.
he can't send the Corn Prince. He has to send one of those Instant Princes.
And statistically as well.
What you do though is you just smite him to death. You just smite him out.
Well, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, but it makes you pose a question. It diverts resources away from these 3 repressors, which you need to be there to have a chance to win this game. So I think 110% is the right play.
The other thing as well, if you can get a Death X off on that Slam Captain, he's 100% dead.
Oh, for sure. Yeah. I'm interested to know what this is
But
back.
with the 3++, he might actually survive that Corn Prince.
That's true. That is very true. Yeah. If he Death Hexes him, he's got no chance in hell. Like two of the Corn Prince's attacks just put him down.
Because I think Dean only took, as far as offensive spells, he took mostly buffs.
Yeah.
So he actually only really has a Doombolt and 3 smites as far as offensive. So that's not...
Well, he's got 5 smites because the 2 Poxbringers. But yeah.
Right. Well, he'll probably cast Miasma for sure with one of them.
100% he casts Miasma. Yeah.
And then his Death Company, I think he has a 6+ Feel No Pain.
That's correct, yeah.
So he could survive. I mean, it's not likely, but...
Yeah, it's not likely at all, to my mind. This probably could change Infernal Gaze or some extra smites also. Yeah. I am quite a fan of. I like Matt's web of you can't deep strike behind me. I think he's done it. Yeah, I think it's a good job. Very good job.
I also feel like if I charge that Slam Captain over there, I try to get him as far to the right as possible.
Yeah,
so
you go like right to the edge of this objective here if you can make it.
Because if that means that he's gonna have to bring his Demon Princes pretty far to the right to get him the closest target for smites.
They've
Which is gonna put him a little bit out of position.
Yeah, have to bring him towards the board edge almost, down towards the right to get him closer. So which is again, it's diverting resources away from.
Because that repressor up there is gonna, that's that angle there. He's gonna have to get almost past the repressor.
Yeah, exactly
and
right.
now instead of going forward towards the middle, they're having to pull to the side.
Yeah, I actually really like the Slam Captains in this matchup. They're very awkward for him to take care of without having his Bloodletters on the board. Without the Bloodletters down, there's no way for him to kill him without almost losing a Demon Prince in exchange.
So that's why I really like the targeted smites.
Yeah.
They're just so good.
How nice would a Infernal Gateway be right now? You drop it.
Oh yeah.
You drop it right
on that middle.
you drop it right.
On that middle.
Yeah, right
Tasty.
there. Just colouring that in, and then bang, you got this unit of 5 sisters, half of them are dead, and you got 3 characters here. That's I believe this one below his unit of sisters. I believe that's his Canoness, right there. She's giving out the good denies, which is why she's moved up. Yeah, I think Infernal Gateway there would be premium as hell.
Well, Gateway has to be on the closest model. Don't forget.
Yeah. So it would be on this middle repressor, and then it would hit everything behind
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
No, it looks like Overwatch from the cultists.
Yep.
The Slap Captain. That's one of those dice rolls where I probably just don't even roll that.
Yeah.
Just once we're tight on time. Yeah, he's doing exactly what he needs to, which is as far over as possible.
I hope that's not because we heard us. No, he shouldn't be able to hear us. I'm not talking very loudly at all.
He's got an earpiece and he's got someone watching stream.
Yeah, he's got to feed him information. Man, let's hope that never happens. That'd be horrible. You get this panel of amazing players together, and you just fucking swinging games.
That would be a scandal and a half.
Just messaged a couple other mates, let him know over the stream. Okay. So yeah, he should have stayed. He should have stayed on that objective. That's my only thing, because the objective is the reason that he needs to kill him. He can technically ignore that if he's willing to move away from him towards the left.
Yeah.
Because he's got these brimstones.
You can always pile him back on if he needs to.
Yeah, it's true. He's got these brimstones that can just walk up and take it off him though. That's the issue.
Yeah, so I guess there's no point even going on it at that point. At this point, I think you just want to get the Slam Captain as far away from those princes as possible.
Yeah, that's fair. Look, he is a really big tool. Those two Slam Captains are very, very big offensive tools in this game, and I think you need to have them. He paid 2 CP to keep the cultists. These 3 cultists, he just paid 2 CP to keep them to deny Matthew Clegg a kill in his turn, which I think when you're starting with 8 CP and you can deny your opponent points, I think they're absolutely worth it. Yeah, I think Clegg's looking a little bit dejected when he realises he's got literally 1 point out of his turn, and he's halfway to a Reaper point. But because he spent those 2 to keep the cultists, that means he has popped a couple of Plague Bearers through morale. Yep. So
I take that trade. I take more Plague Bearers for keep the cultists.
Yes, same. I think he's just fine where he is. Especially as soon as Plague Bearers get to So what did he kill? I think he killed. How many? Well, we can just count. How many's got left? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Looks like he's got 19 left. It's like 18 or 19 left. So looks like he lost. I think he lost probably about 9 to the shooting, and then he's popped about 4 more. So Saunsey, this is not the top table. This is the second to top table. So whoever wins from this game is most likely going to be playing on the top table for next round. Out of the winner between Josh Brody, who was the Deathwatch player we had on for game 3, and John Seymour. So that's Deathwatch versus 7 Eldar Flyers over there. So that's a really good game. I would have loved to have that on. The only problem is we have this policy that we only try and put somebody on a max of twice on stream in a 5-game event, and Josh Brody was on for game 3. So if he had a 1 on this table, he would have been on the stream 3 times in a row, because we have to stream the top table for the last round. That's just non-negotiable. I'll get you an update on Jommy's Air Wing. I'm going to judge the game by how many flyers he has left on the table. And it looks like he has 6 birds and 3 Ravagers left on the table. So it looks like he's lost 1 bird. And I'm going to try and figure out what that is for you. I can see 3 Razor Wings. I can see at least 1 Hemlock. Looks like he's lost a bomber. Yeah, it looks like he's had a bomber get dropped. But he's still got his Razor Wings, he's still got his Hemlocks, still got his Crimson Hunters, and 1 bomber left. And I'm just going to get an idea of how much stuff is dead for Josh Brody, because that's actually a very interesting matchup, that is. And I would have loved to put that on. I'm just going to ask Brody a sec. Update? 42, whose way? He's lost 1 plane? Has lost his planes? Cool. We lost one squad. Okay. So we got one one out of 5 Death Watch kill teams has been dropped. No planes have died, but one is mostly dead, and one of the Ravagers is on 3 wins left. So that game is that's a really good game. Very tactical. Except Eldar players just make me sigh. Makes my soul go. Ugh. How do you feel about him?
What's that?
The 7 Eldar fly list.
Yeah, I played it twice, and I beat it twice, but it's not a fun list to play against.
It's not fun. You just groan. You're like, oh fuck.
It's just such a grind, and it's such a like. Yeah.
Well, see, the reason that's a good matchup is because they're 2 grinding lists. Neither of those. So Death Watch, he's got 50 Death Watch veterans in that list, all teed up Storm Shield and Terminators. He's just doubling down. On top of that, he's got Celestine, he's got a Smash Captain, things like that. But neither of those are lists that get huge, massive, dominating wins, but they're very defensive and they're very grindy. They just wear you down, wear you down, wear you down. And there's very little you can do to respond because they're either -2 or -3 to hit, or you're sitting behind a 1+2+ armor and a 3+ invuln. So it's very swingy. Like if one player just decides to roll very badly, that game can crumble. But usually I think it's just going to be a grind out, and it's going to be like 1 or 2 points in it, I'd assume, at the end.
Yeah, and if you don't have the tools to deal with lists like that, like the game's over before you start.
Yeah,
There's
exactly
not a ton of lists have the tools or the bodies to absorb a lot of that firepower or to kill the suppliers.
So Johnny was staying in my house last night, and he came up to me and asked me, "Why is he doing this matchup?" Because he knew that he was going to play, and they're both the 1 and 2 on the points. And I said the key to him winning is actually going to be his Void Raven Bombers, because he has 2 Void Raven Bombers in there, which is not actually the archetype. The archetype's usually to have more Crimson Hunters and the Hemlocks. But what the Void Raven Bombers do in that is lets him kill half to 2/3 of a Death Watch squad. Top of turn 1. Very few armies can kill 2 Death Watch squads in 1 turn, but this army actually has the ability to do that top of turn 1. And as soon as he started, if the Death Watch player goes second and is starting with 30 Death Watch vets, not 50 Death Watch vets, that's almost a game he might not. He's probably not going to win.
Yeah, the bombs are pretty devastating for Death Watch. I mean, they're pretty good, but they only still have 1 wound, right? So. The mortal wounds it's so efficient when you start doing mortal wounds against them.
Yeah, exactly right. So just letting you know, we've got the movement happening here. Those cultists, he's just done a little bit of a ring around this Slam Captain. If you see that, he's got the brimstones lined up. He's got 1 brimstone, I believe, on the objective here.
Yes,
he's gone too. Why is he so close? He's just going to get.
I'm not sure.
He's going to get intervened against.
Yeah, if he doesn't die.
I'm assuming Dean's just like, I'm just going to put as much shit into him as it needs to kill him. But you see what we were saying before? He needs to pull his stuff back into the right, away from the repressors, in order to smite that captain out. So that Smash Captain has completely changed what I would guarantee what Dean wanted to do in this turn, which means it was a very, very good play by Matt.
And now he's totally pulled his army in the wrong direction.
In the wrong direction. He's given up complete board control now. I'm interested to know what he does with the Zangors. Very interested to know what he does with the Zangors. Has he moved? It looks like he's moved the Plague Bearers as well already.
Yeah, he moved them up a little bit.
Yeah.
But I'm not sure why he put those infantry there, because if he doesn't kill that Slam Captain, all that stuff's going to die and he's going to get a kill.
He's going to get a kill. He's going to get hold more. He's going to give up hold more.
If he intervenes in the cultists.
It's actually a 4-point swing if that guy survives. So I don't think it was worth the risk putting him anywhere near him. Mind you, if he should be outside 24 inches of denies, yeah? He should be outside 24 inches of Celestine. And Celestine's the only thing that's... sorry, the Repressors have denies.
I think one of the tanks could maybe deny.
Yeah.
On 4+. Does Celestine have a normal 2d6 deny?
She will if she's in range of the Canoness, which is here. And she's got... I believe she would have been given that relic to let them all have a full deny. I believe that 100% would have been the right play in this matchup. So you could assume that Celestine has a full deny. On our 3rd top table, we have Matt Morrisoli playing his.
Zangor is over to the right. That's really interesting.
Yeah. Oh, really? What the hell? Oh my God. So. He's Dark Matter Crystal over to the right side. Oh, no. He's re-establishing his screen Yeah, yeah. So he's
Now,
okay. So I believe what the play might be here is he's going to warp. No, but he can't warp time the
can't warp
plague.
time.
Yeah, he can't warp time the plague bearers. He might have done this the wrong way around. He's
I think maybe he's going to try to charge those scouts in the top, in the middle midboard, and wrap one.
Oh yeah, 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 and have them trailed back. So he's gonna make a big snake here. Yeah, you're absolutely right. Yeah, that probably is the play then, because the way he's spacing himself out, he's gonna have very minimal amounts of attacks on the scouts, which works in his favour. But he's gonna have a screen in front of these demon princes that can't be shot, which will be very, very well, pretty amazing.
I think he's thinking that plague bearer screen is not going to last another turn.
Yeah, yeah. I'm thinking that's his.
Are they under 20 at this point?
Yes, they are. They're under 8. They're 18 left.
So yeah, I think he's kind of given up on that plague bearer screen, and he's got to kind of hold off one more turn until his bloodletter's coming.
Well, I think does he charge that with those plague bearers now just to hold the oppressors from getting deeper into his lines?
I don't think so, because I think the 2d6 heavy flamer shots is
too much to bother with. Is more than it's worth.
Yeah, and they're not they're gonna be able to back up anyways next turn.
It's true. It's true. And they can back up, and the ladies can still shoot. So all you're really stopping is the 2 heavy flamers and 1 stormbolter. Although it would be nice to get a line from that blocking terrain across to the other one. That would really, yeah. If you could get a line of plague bearers across there, that would be massive for keeping his backfield safe. Look, I think Clegg has made the right moves. So there's
I've never seen anyone
dark matter defensive.
Yeah,
Dark matter defensively like that. Yeah, I think it's a good call, to be honest.
I think he knows he just needs to
Wait for the bloodletters.
kill that captain and then hang tight until those bloodletters get down.
I totally agree, dude. Yeah, I agree completely. So he's checking his deny ranges. Yep, so we're into the psychic phase. Clegg's just measuring his denies.
Something probably in range of one of them.
Yeah, easy.
Maybe the top one.
Yeah, so the canoness ends. So I think from the canoness back, I think the battle sisters are out. So he's going to have 3 denies, I believe. And I believe he's failed that one. He just got a double 6 smite on the Smash Captain. He's got 3. He rolled a 3 for the D6 smites.
Oh, he got a big smite.
He got a double 6 smite. There's 3 6-ups on the Smash Captain. Looks like he's taken 2. Because Clegg was saying he could have denied that one, but then he rolled the double 6 and he's like, yeah, I can't stop it. Yes, he did, Matt. He's used the dark matter defensively to rewrap his bucket of characters, and he's going to try and charge and wrap this unit of scouts to keep it from being shot. And as soon as they can't be shot, then I think Dean is completely safe, and he has to ask this really big question of Matt. Matt can't move up then at that point? So if Matt moves up, if he presses any more. He's fucked. He just gets smashed down by everything. The bloodletters come down, they eat him. The guys inside get eaten or wrapped, and the game is over. So it's a big play by Dean, because he's saying, like, you can't afford to move forward again. You stay where you are. You might be stuffed anyway. Yeah, he's just cast miasma on the plague bearers. Yeah, not being able to be shot is the biggest head fuck in the game. And it just changes the game state so dramatically. We've just had a couple of scores come in. So just Matt, the one point he got for holding an objective, because he didn't get a kill. Is giving +1 invuln to his Zangors. He's seeing if he wants to deny it. I think he only got off. Yeah, he's going to let him have it because like that doesn't matter.
He's got to keep that Smash Captain alive.
Yeah, exactly right. He needs to stop smites. I think he's just put -1 on the Zangors as well. Now it'll be smites, I assume.
And he's making us wait. So suspenseful.
He is. He's trying to toss up. He's trying to toss up who's he smiting with next. They're having a bit of a cheeky chat. I'm trying to figure out. Here we go. He's got a 6 for his smite. Canoness just denied it. He's only got Ahriman's casts left, and I think there's 2 wounds left on that Smash Captain. So he's got a Doombolt and a Smite. So here comes the Smite.
Doombolt's a 9. It's not an easy spell to get off.
So he did get his Smite off. Yep, so he's gone for the deny. Nope, didn't deny it. Is D3. Just got 2. His 6s. He's got 1 win left. Sorry guys, he'd taken 2 before, not 3. 1 win left. He's got 1 smite remaining.
Oh god.
See, I love this shit. This is the best. This has got 1 smite left.
He's already sweating right now.
Same thing. Yeah, so he's got 1 smite left, and he's got a deny left. He's got it off on a 7. He's gonna CP reroll. He's gonna CP reroll. Did he stop it? He stopped it, guys, with the CP reroll. Oh. Ooh.
Oh no.
Spicy meatball. Spicy meatball, guys. He's got some shooting. He's got some cultist pistols. He's got some bits and pieces to try and knock that last wound off. So it's
He's got 6 last guns.
So here's my thinking there. Why did he buff up the Zangor so much? Why did he give him? Is that because he's like, oh, if I don't make the 8-inch charge, they're just pissing in the wind.
Yeah.
They need the +1 invuln, need the -1 to hit.
8-inch even with the reroll, it's not great.
No, it's not.
It's like 50%.
Yeah.
I mean, the Zangors could still go and kill him. Like
Yeah, exactly right. Exactly right. They can just charge it and kill him. Yeah, that's pretty right. And you would at this point. If he's there, you declare charging him too. Because why the shit not?
Yeah. But I mean, with those brimstones in the way, that's gonna be. I don't know how many he's gonna get in combat there.
Yeah, past the brimstones, it looks like it'd be about have to be a 10-inch charge surely. Although he'd go through this terrain, he'd get some through. Oh, there's cultists there, isn't there? So no, yeah, I don't know how many you get through.
Maybe you charge the brimstones first and move them.
Clear the way. Yeah, swing the brimstones around on the inside, so it opens up all these Zangors to get through there. Yeah, absolutely you do. This is cool. I'm liking these swings and roundabouts. If he just dies to cultists though after this, it's so disappointing.
Yeah. Do you fight? So do you think you fight if he dies so that he'll get the kill, but he won't get the kill more if he can take down those cultists?
That's right. Yeah.
So if that character dies, do you think you fight again?
I think absolutely you do. It's denying a point to your opponent and it's giving 1 to yourself. So it's a 2-point swing. You do it every time. Because that's pretty much paying one CP for a point in the game, and surely I would pay a CP to get.
Oh, there's the brimstones.
There's the brimstones.
So he did exactly what he said.
Yeah, he has. He swung them around, got him out of the way. And the cultist has gone in as well. See, now I might not have. I would have rolled the Zangor charge first before I did the cultist, because the Zangors did make it. I wouldn't have put the cultist in. because he's not killing. It's pretty unlikely he kills 10 brimstones. He needs to get 10 hits, 10 wounds. He's not going to do it.
You're right. Those cultists is the waste.
3 cultists just get absolutely punted.
This is a big charge right here. The Zangor charge.
Yeah. So I would have definitely rolled the Zangors before I decided on the cultists. Looks like he's lost 1 Zangor to Overwatch.
Although even if the Zangors fail, I don't send in the cultist because
he's made the 8, guys. He rolled it.
Oh god.
He straight up rolled an 8.
Here we go.
Here we go. Yeah. So he'll easily be able to get a handful. Easily get a handful in. Is he just? He doesn't look like he doesn't look like he's set up to wrap him. He's put too many guys in combat. He's just going to kill him. Yeah. He just wants to kill him. He just wants to guarantee a kill more. Now that he hasn't killed it, now he doesn't know if he's killing the captain. He needs to guarantee at least 1 kill.
It looks like he didn't go into the Smash Captain, did he?
He hasn't yet.
I guess he'll move these guys up a bit, but that coherence is going to be a little tight.
Yeah, it is. Here we go. We're going to have. Looks like it'll be 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm guessing it's going to be 5 guys can hit the Smash Captain. Yeah, after the pile-ins, 5 guys will hit the Smash Captain. But yeah, it looks like because he didn't kill the Smash Captain, and now he has to bet on the 3+ invuln. He probably is saying now that that's happened, I need to kill the scouts at the top to get myself kill more. And now that he knows, well, from what we just said, he's going to pay that 2 CP, kill out the cultist, and get a kill. So if he kills the scout and kills the Smash Captain, he still retains kill more.
So don't forget, in ITC, the kill one for whether you get a kill one or not
and
only counts during your player turn.
Yeah.
So
it's just denying kill more. Yeah, it's just denying kill more. Yeah.
Yeah, but the thing is, if he kills those scouts and then kills the captain, then there's no point in fighting again because he's gonna have the 2 anyways.
Yeah, he's at the 2. Yeah, exactly.
When do you have to decide?
He's just rolled a 9. Oh, he's charged. He made a charge with the Plague Bearers.
Oh wow.
Yeah, he rolled a 9-inch charge and he needed a 9. Lucky turn for Dean. Shit. I mean, he's unlucky that the Smash Captain is still there. But now, when he needed the charge to go off, he's got him to go off. He only charged. He only charged 1 repressor, so it only took one set of flamers and stormbolters, and now he's just going to pile in and tap the rest. He's got a Herald here, and so he's just making sure that there's Plague Bearers between the Herald.
So I mean, strength 5 with full rerolls to wounds, they might take a few off.
Yeah, absolutely. They'll I don't know. I'm going to guess 3 wounds. Yeah, exactly. And if he needed a 9 to make it, he didn't take any flamer shots because flamers are 8 inches.
Yeah.
So he only charged 1 because there's no way he was ever going to do enough significant damage to 3 to bother charging 3. And so now he's just going to pile in and tap the rest. But he's not going to be able to wrap anybody. He's just denying some heavy flamer and stormbolter shots next turn.
He didn't even have the musician of the Plague Bearers, so that was he had to roll in that.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, that's really nice. So there's good. He hasn't left a gap there. This is what I wanted him to do. I wanted him to try and take up this line to deny the repressors getting in and around the Zangors, because that's what's happened when the Zangors have charged now. They've left this exposed for his characters. So he could have. He can't now that we've seen how Dean's done this, because he's kept this line of Plague Bearers in front of his characters. Had he done this just willy-nilly and just blobbed up all his guys, he could have the fallback 12 inches around. And he could have done some shenanigans.
I also think he's got to be careful because there's a lane now for Celestine and that other Smash Captain to come in and maybe go after those Demon Princes.
Well, at the very least, they can ace these two Heralds. Get absolutely hammered. I think there's a Herald. Actually, no. I think there's 1 Herald here, and 1 Herald here. So at the very least, we've got a Smash Captain here, guys, and we've got Celestine here. So Celestine, is she 14 inches?
I'm not quite sure.
Is she 12, 14, or 16? I can't remember. We know the Smash Captain's 12 inches. He can easily make this Herald. If Celestine is 14 or worse, she could probably make a Demon Prince or Araman. So look, there's some place for him when he gets there. Looks like we've activated the Zangors, as is the only sensible thing to do.
Yep. Now, is there any tech left for the Blood Angels to keep this captain alive besides rolling 3s?
Nah, he just has to boss roll 3s. What does the Longwall guy say? He has to Stonewall Jackson like every single roll.
Man, 3+ invulnerables are so streaky though.
Who knows what's going to happen, man? He could legitimately live this. Especially,
I wonder if he's got a veterans. Do you veterans? I think you have to, because you got to make sure that guy dies.
And look, he has wrapped. So I'm just letting you know, he has wrapped that the unit of scouts on the right. So with his 3-inch pile-in, 3-inch, and I'm assuming he's just going like, yeah, I'll just do the consolidate now as well.
Yeah,
so it's an action.
if he rolls his attacks, so if he.
But he has a
blades.
Yeah, he can't use angle blades. I'm counting about 10 Zangles there. There's no way if he attacks with Zangle blades they live.
No.
I think these will have to be the attacks on the Smash Captain.
Yeah, they get full rerolls
Yeah.
against characters. Here we go.
He's used Veterans Longwall.
Okay. Oh, that's a lot of saves.
Yeah.
Those dice that are left. 7? Looks like 7.
Yeah,
here.
7 -1s. 3 up invulns. 6 ups. 6 ups. 6 ups. Interested to know if he decides to attack now.
He failed 3.
Yeah, he just asked, I can't get kill one in your turn, can I? And he's just like, they're both already shaking their heads, like, I can't get anything. And so then he just picked him up.
Yeah.
So there was no point.
Call.
Okay, so he's. So this is an interesting thing that just happened there. So because he has to resolve his attacks against the Smash Captain and against the Scouts essentially at the same time, even though there's 2 pools of dice for attacks, they essentially happen at the same time. So I think that they've just said that if he doesn't kill the Scouts, he's gonna attack on death and kill the Cultists, and therefore even out the 1-for-1. So I think he's making Dean kill the Scouts. It's, in my head, he's just said to Dean, like, if you are trying to just wrap the Scouts, I'm going to kill your Cultists. And therefore, we're 1-for-1, and no one gets kill more. Whereas...
So, I do agree with you that some steps in the fight sequence do happen simultaneously, but removing casualties happen sequentially. So
that is actually, you're right, that is true. Yep.
So wouldn't he roll his saves so even if he all attacks and wounds?
And Dean just says you have to roll these first, and he says you have to roll this pool first on the Smash Captain and make your decision. No, you're correct. Yeah, you're correct. But maybe then would that classify as a hoodwink then? Because essentially what he's just told Dean.
Yeah, see, I think it's fine to kill the Scouts because with those 3 repressors in combat.
Yeah, it's fine now. It's fine.
Not a lot to shoot those Angors anyways.
They're not. There's no way unless he can disembark all the sisters if he wants, and get them out onto this building and stuff. But even then, he's only going to get max 2 units, and probably not going to be in double tap range.
And they're -1.
And
minus 1 hit right now.
And 4+ involved. They're not going to do shit. We've already seen what 3 units can do to a unit of Bloodletters with -1, and this is only 2 units. So I don't think he does it. I think it's suicide. He's just putting out. There'll be just Bloodletter bait for next turn. Nah, I'm liking this game. There's a lot going on in this game. So I actually have got to say this is the pivotal turn for Clegg. The way he responds to what Dean has done is going to be really, really, really key to him having any chance here. So he's just rolling out the Plague Bearers. Looks like they've done 2. Looks like they've done some wounds. Yep. Tabletop.
My concern is he just doesn't have enough firepower now to do a ton of damage and then all those 60 Bloodletters come down, and that's going to be those 60 Bloodletters alone could probably clear out half of his army.
Yeah. So
you don't even need anything else.
Matt Antonelli just pointed out those 2 sisters can kill half the Zangors though. They cannot kill half the Zangors when they're -1 to hit and a 4+ invulnerable save, and only 2, they're not getting into rapid fire. There's no way in shit that they kill half of them. He can also fall back with a repressor and still block Bloodletter. Yeah, that is exactly what I was going to say he needs to do. This turn, I think he needs to fall back. this turn 100% he falls back and he waits for the bloodletters. He falls back with his repressors. He screens out, double moves some guardsmen from here and here to block the bloodletters. Bubbles up his repressors here, and he just has to wait now. He has to wait till the bloodletters come down. There's too much of a defensive position taken by the horseshoe he's got for his Plague Bearers, and then the string out he's done for his Zangors. There's no gaps there. Apart from shooting characters through that, there's no meaningful damage he's going to inflict upon this army. So he needs to back the F off and wait out the bloodletters. Otherwise, he's just going to get smoked next turn.
Dean's really out of position now because he had to move all his Demon Princes down the bottom, and his Zangor, his Dark Matter is gone. So the thing is, with a 2-objective game, he doesn't have to push for anything. He can now kind of retreat a little bit and let him march up the table.
Exactly right, man. Oh wow, he's moving up Guardsman. Yeah, Why would he do that?
Maybe just to block out a little bit more.
Oh, he's taking recon, that's why he's doing it. That would make sense if he's taken recon and he's playing to fall back the repressors. He's put the guardsman up to make sure he still gets a point there. It's not worth it though. It's not worth it. He's literally just giving those Zangos another wrap option for next turn.
And a boost, a speed boost.
Exactly right, yeah. So they move up there 6 inches, then they charge, and they're all the way into your back line. Yeah, I don't think that's right. I don't think that's right.
Is that terrain piece, the kind of L-shaped one, is that impassable for infantry, or is that a ruin?
They can go up and over it. They can't go through it.
Okay, so how tall is it? Like, would it be too much distance to move over?
I believe it is about 2.5 inches up. So they can absolutely move up and over it. I'd assume the interaction costs you between 5 and 6 inches to go all the way over it.
I guess he's sending in that repressor to block out the bloodletters even more.
Yeah, you're exactly right, yeah.
And you can grab an objective there.
If we look at the scores...
I don't think...
Yep, so the scores...
I don't think Matthew... Go ahead.
No, you go.
I was going to say, I don't think Matthew can get to that other repressor, even with those Demon Princes.
Yep. So one thing to note about repressors, even though they're falling back, the ladies inside can still shoot. So he's going to have essentially 20 Stormbolter shots to kill these 10 cultists, which they should do quite convincingly. And then he's holding that objective, which Dean is well out of position for to take back off him. So he'd have to just completely swing this unit of characters over to here, and he spent the last 2 turns just jumping between his own backfield objectives, which is not what he wants to do to win a game. Mind you, in saying that, he is 5 up. He's up 5 points to 2, with 3 primary points, which would have been kill, hold, and kill more, and the 2 secondary points, I believe, would have been his headhunter and a butcher's bill, because he killed 2 things in his turn, and he killed a character. Whereas Clegg literally just got a point for holding. He didn't kill anything. So obviously Matt's going to be prioritising that left objective now that he's seen that Dean's skewed well towards the right flank, and so this objective number 3, the bottom right one, is completely uncontestable for Matt. There's no way he gets anywhere near that, and he shouldn't even bother. It's a lost cause right now, but contesting that one to the left, I think it's actually a really good play, really good call. And he's swung around his other repressors as well, so realistically, with only -1 from Miasma, he should... There are chairs just in there, man. If you go through that and take a left, through that door, take a left, you see chairs. Someone's just trying to steal my chairs, man. I can't have that. Can't have it.
If I was Matt, the right repressor, I would have disembarked the girls and left the repressor in combat with the Plague Bearers to block out further in that direction, and then also to stop the Plague Bearers from charging back in next turn.
That's actually really good. Yeah, that's a really good play, dude. I agree.
Because now there's a bit of a gap there where he can drop some bloodletters.
Yep.
And he's now going to have to drop some sisters to...
If he disembarked the sisters and put them up here, that creates the 18-inch denial for this whole section. Right now, without them there, he's left this hole for the bloodletters to drop in, and then they can charge these sisters, pile into this repressor, with a big enough charge, etc. Start hitting this unit of sisters in the back line, and essentially he will lose this objective if he doesn't put any. Yeah, that's my prediction. My prediction is that objective number 1 becomes uncontestable for Matthew next turn if he does not put anything in this space. Because the Zangors are coming down that flank, they're gonna eat those top right and swing into those sisters. And if he have bloodletters blocking off that, Matt has to swing everything over to the other side of the board in order to just not get tied up.
Yeah, those Clegg bears are still gonna be hard to kill. I don't think he kills more than 8 or 9.
Yeah, well, they're still -1, and he's still got plenty of CP. How many CP left you got, Dean? Yeah, update your CP count for us on the app. Oh, yeah. Dean's down to 9 CP left, so he still has some left for another Warp Surge in his turn. They're both on 9 left, so that's pretty funny. So they're certainly spending them. So it looks like we've got a unit of sisters up here on this, and they're there, and he's got the Repressor here. He's just gone for Wings of Fire. Is he double ones? Who's that going to be on? So he's just gone for Wings of Fire, I believe, on his Libby Dread to get him to move again, to get him into a pretty good position, really. But he's just rolled a 1 and a 2. Yes, Nugatti Knight, he needs over 20 to have the -1. Yeah, he was about to try and slingshot his Libby Dread right into. Yeah, so he was right about to slingshot his Libby Dread right into this backfield. He's probably going to park him on the other side of this Repressor, and so have the Repressor be able to soak smites, and then he's in a really dangerous position next turn. Wings of Fires again, and all of a sudden he can just go in there, smoke 2 Demon Princes. So it was going to take a really aggressive position with him. I think he's just re-rolled the CP, re-rolled. I think he's got it off. Yeah, he's got it off. I like that play. I like that play a lot. It's planning moves ahead, which I'm always for. Yeah, he's placing him well. He's placing his guy well to the right, just so he has a lot more stuff in the way to catch smites next turn for Demon Princes.
And now the Bloodletters can't come in that corner, most likely to.
Exactly right. He's bubbled off this quarter, so that's there. He's still probably got his gap there is fine. His gap here is fine. It's just this pocket that's a little bit open now for the Bloodletters. Yeah. Both offensively and defensively, his Libby Dread is in a good spot. I like it a lot. I think that's a very good play by him. Bloodletters can get him too. Matt Antonelli does not like the move personally. He is a Blood Angels player. I'm going to tell Matt that despite him being a Blood Angels player, he is wrong. I think this is absolutely the right play. I think he plays aggressively with that Libby Dread. Otherwise, what's he going to do with him? He's not good against Bloodletters, so he needs to be threatening Demon Princes if you're going to get any value from him. So I agree. I think this is the right play. Whether he was right to do it this turn or not, that's debatable, I guess. How can he get ganked by a Prince?
I think the problem is the Princes are probably it looks about at least like 22 inches away.
I was going to say, yeah, he's going to be 20 plus inches away. The Prince moves 12. He's going to have a 10-inch charge. Yeah, he can warp time one in, but he's trading a Prince for a Libby Dread because Libby Dread just attacks on death, takes the Prince with him.
will not pick up that Dread in one turn. And that fist will crush a Prince's skull.
Crush a Prince back. Even if he does kill him, he's trading a Prince for a Libby Dread. I think he needs the Princes more than Clegg needs the Libby Dread right now. Yeah, we'll see how it plays out. But I like that we've got a bit of back and forth about a play in the game. We can see which one of us is right. So the most questionable move I'd say Clegg's done this turn was the Guardsmen. The Guardsmen moving up to where they were. I know he's trying to gang down. He's trying to make sure he gets his recon points before. He's going to get some recon points before the Bloodletters come down and he gets hemmed in. But still, I think that was the wrong play. They're so exploitable where they are.
This is why recon can be a trap sometimes, because it forces you to
overextend,
make moves like this, and play ways that you normally wouldn't.
Yeah, But the objective is already a target for Bloodletters now. It's a better target. Where's he going to drop the Bloodletters though? Where's the gap? He's got no gap. He's got no gap here. He's got no gap here. He's got no gap here. Literally, he has to drop his Bloodletters here, and then they have to charge the Repressor. They could charge the Libby Dread if they want, but actually, crunch the math for me, Matt. You are a math head and love your numbers. 20 Bloodletters worth of Libby Dread. Does he kill it? Let us know.
He can put in the bottom left, but I think he loses a few. I don't think he can fit all 20 bottom left there.
So what's... Yeah, so that's a unit of Brimstone Horrors here. Nah, he's totally going to charge the Libby Dread into the Brimstones. 100% he's going to charge him in. Which will lock down that quarter. He won't be able to drop him. Yeah, I didn't even see the Brimstones there. If he charges them, that leaves him literally probably this space. So yeah, 20 Bloodletters does kill a Libby Dread. There you go. We've got some Plague Bears being picked up. Looks like that's about 5. Yep, about 5. I believe he started this turn with 17 or 18. So 1, 2, 3.
I would
Yeah, he picked up 5.
You really gotta kill this turn.
He needs to. Yeah, if he doesn't get a kill this turn, he's just going to be down by about 7 or 8 points by the start of turn 3. Because there's no conceivable way he doesn't pick up these cultists. Oh, so yeah, he's going to pick up. Sorry, he's still going to pick up these cultists in his turn. He might still pick up. He might still pick up the Bloodletters. I doubt it at this point though. And if he easily picks up the cultists, then between the Libby Dread and maybe the Repressor Stormbolters, he can probably pick up these Brimstones as well. So that'll be his 2 kills, and possibly 3 for this turn. But apart from that, I don't see anything else. Getting the Brimstones is debatable as well. And
I think there's one cultist left from that unit of 3 that was...
Oh, yes, there is only one. Let me just double check that. Yeah, there's literally 1 left. That's a pain in the ass. That was probably these Guardsmen. I would have guessed that was half of this Guardsman squad shooting into him. Well, see, I don't think he wants to tie up the... So what does he gain from tying up the Libby Dread? Because the Libby Dread just gives himself wings and he flies out of the combat. But then, of course, yeah, you're right, he can't charge. But it doesn't gain you... You still have... If you haven't killed him, then he just pisses off, doesn't he? Clegg is just exclaiming that he's having an atrocious shooting phase. It's not going his way.
If he charges those Brimstones with the Dread and doesn't kill them, and doesn't get any other kills, and he spends 2, that's going to be devastating. Yeah,
it's insurmountable at that point, because then the Bloodletters come down, and I think Clegg loses a quarter to a third of his army when the Bloodletters come down. At minimum, he loses a lot of these menial units. They just get cooked, and then all of a sudden his board presence becomes minuscule, absolutely minuscule.
So, and I don't think Dean needs to even drop all units. I think he maybe drop 1 unit, maybe 2.
I was thinking 2. Depending on the Libby Dread, you drop 1 on Libby Dread, and you drop 1 in the middle to go after this unit of Sisters and put pressure on the repulsors. Sorry, what are they called? Repressors, and this unit and try and put pressure on this objective here. So those would be my picks. Yeah.
Drop the 3rd unit in turn 3 once all the screens are dead.
Yeah, 100%. And then you keep 1 in your pocket, and for getting... Well, the Repressors won't have anything to screen with come next turn if the Bloodletters come in and make their charges. And so you got 1 left to put into 2 Repressors, charge them, wrap them, kill them, whatever you want. Mandalore Knight, take care, dude. Have a lovely Sunday or Saturday, wherever you are in this world, and join us back in if you can. Hope to hear from you soon. Hope you enjoyed it, dude. So we've got some more saves. I'm assuming this will be on... Yeah, this will be on Plague Bearers. So there's 2 more got taken off there. I think it's a good call by Clegg that he hasn't pushed forward with his characters. He's still got 1 Smash Captain here, still got Celestine held in reserve. I think that's a good call, because I think you put, when the Bloodletters drop, you put those 2 into 1 unit of Bloodletters, wipe it, and then when you're shooting, you wipe another. Because that leaves you enough shooting left to still take out some Brimstone, still take out some Cultists.
Yeah, because if he gives up those combat characters, he's going to have nothing to steal the Demon Princes.
Yeah, he's got nothing to contest the Demon Princes. As soon as those guys aren't there, the Demon Princes Voltron out, and they just start going in and killing literally whatever they like. See, this is a pretty good top table game to my mind. They're both playing quite well. They're both making minor mistakes. But no, I'm pretty happy with this game. I like it a lot. I think this is the best one. I think this is the best game we've seen for the tournament so far.
I like this game because the armies are so different.
Yeah. But you can tell they're being piloted reasonably well. So he's just going to put some shots in with these guardsmen at the top right. So I'm not quite sure what he put into that cultist, because there's definitely still one left there. Yeah, it definitely is a cultist. Yeah. He's probably just going to kill like one.
Oh yeah, where's the assassin?
Sorry?
I said, where's the assassin?
Oh shit, that's very true.
It's a great question.
Yeah, that is very, very true. Has he even put it down yet? Because that is something he might be holding. Look, if I was Clegg, I'd be holding that in reserve for a bloodletter bomb. Put down.
But they don't get any extra bonus to charges, right? So this is looking at a 9-inch charge.
That's 3d6 though for them. They just charge.
Right.
They just always charge 3d6 from reserve.
So he can take a unit of bloodletters alone.
Yeah, he can. Absolutely, he can. So that would be my call on what he's doing. Because I honestly don't think he has any space to use him effectively right now. Yeah, nothing I can see. I can't see him on the board, and I can't see anywhere that I would be using him myself. We've just been given a call. There's an hour and 15, hour and 20, hour and 10 left. So these guys do need to pick up the.
Because
so what's that?
I said Dean's got to be careful here that he doesn't leave a gap for that Smash Captain to drop down on this Dean Prince.
Yeah, on Pop Wings of Fury, because he has. He's probably got space here.
So if he kind of forgets about that, because that's a 32 mil base, you do not you don't need a lot of room to
not at all.
That. And that Smash Captain could probably take out two Doom Princes.
Two Doom Princes. Yeah, absolutely.
And he doesn't have a lot of screens left. Like if he moves the Zangors up, it's just his characters back there.
Sorry, we've just been asked by Mana to know what was the reasoning behind the Calidus. The reason for that was making the Warp Surge cost more, making his rerolls for casting, because he's always going to reroll one dice for casting, cost more, and a bunch of other stuff. What was the other stuff? There were some other things I was thinking he was going to do to stop it. But on top of that, I like the Calidus because she is extremely good at killing Ahriman. She's legit good at killing Ahriman because she ignores invulns and is 2 damage with a -3 on her sword. So she charges Ahriman after doing D3 mortals, hopefully, and then she's got 5 attacks, hitting on 2s, winning on 4s, no save, 2 damage.
And the thing about the Calidus, unlike the Dean Sealer called Perfect Ambush, where you place them 9 and then you roll the D6, and to move them, the Calidus, their deep strike distance can actually be like 3 inches.
It can be 3 inches,
It's really hard to screen out against.
Very, very hard. Yeah, she has a very small dude. Yeah, so she's almost guaranteed to make the charge. She has 3d6, and if it's higher than your lead, she would take D3 mortal wounds for her shooting. So she can knock down, she can half kill Ahriman before she charges in. Then she only needs 2 attacks to go through to kill him out of 5. She's actually legit amazing against Eldar now. I had a guy who I saw, he used the Calidus against Eldar, dropped down, flamed, killed the Warlock, charged and killed Eldrad in one turn. That was phenomenal tool bag there. Toolbox. Looks like these cultists have been charged by sisters, and I'm actually very surprised they're still there.
Are those cultists or sisters?
These cultists, they're both black models, but I believe there's 3 cultists left there and 4 or 5 sisters. Just going to get a quick count. No, there's three sisters and 3 cultists. They're already into the leadership phase, so it looks like they've already done combat. No, they didn't pop. So it looks like, I think... And he hasn't charged Libby Dread. Maybe he advanced Libby Dread, that's why he couldn't charge it.
Yeah, he did move quite a bit. I think he moved over 12.
It looks. I'd have to say he probably moved over 12 now that I'm thinking about it. Yeah, look, he's yes. So Dean is spending 2 CP to keep those 3 cultists alive again, and I think that denies Clegg a kill. Yes, Matthew Clegg has gone another turn without a kill.
So he rolled for the single cultist and then auto passed the big unit.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh god, that's bad.
Wow. Matt was here shaking his head going, I couldn't have had a worse shooting phase. Like, he's just like, wow, that just fell apart completely. So what did he kill? So the Plague Bearers should have to be taking a leadership there because they started the turn with 17 or 18. And they've got 8 left. So he's lost 10 from that squad. Yeah, so he's killed 9 or 10 from that squad. So they'd be losing, their leadership 7, so it'd be 2 plus D6.
They do have a banner. Hopefully it doesn't roll a 1.
Sorry?
So they do have a banner. Hopefully it doesn't roll a 1.
Yeah, that's right. Exactly right.
I asked you if that was less than 20, and you said there was 17.
Yeah. You're right. He just looked at me. Dean was like, couldn't remember how many he had left. He was like, did I have like 14, 15? And Clegg was like, I think you had 17 because we know you were under the. He said he asked you if you're under the 20, and he said yes, I've got 17 left. And Clegg just looked at me, and I'm like, yeah, you're right. He had 17 or 18 left. And he's lost 4 more off the pop, so he's rolled all right for his morale. It's not too bad. Still having some there is actually pretty cool. Yeah, 0 kills again for Matt.
Oh god.
I don't know. To my mind, he didn't make any massive mistakes that I saw. So I don't actually understand how he didn't kill those cultists, either unit of cultists. I actually have no idea how he didn't do that. It sounds like that is a heinous travesty of dice.
That's why it's so important in ITC to really finish off units before you move on.
Yeah, well, it means nothing. You got 1 guy left. You've achieved literally nothing. I mean, Dean's done the right thing here. He's essentially spent 4 CP so far in the game to deny 2 kills to Matt. So he's invested.
But 2 kills and then he gets to kill more too. So that's it's
exactly.
Like
he's investing in denying and getting. Yeah, it is. So far in the game, it's going to be. The tanks did not shoot because they fell back. I believe the contents of the tanks did because that's the repressor wonky 5 points rules.
Yeah, see, those guard are just going to be a big speed boost for these Angors now.
Massively speed boosted. That's if they don't.
Probably ought to. They probably charge and get a few models on the objective.
Dude, if he wants to warp time them, 100% he does.
Oh yeah, he's got that too.
Yeah, if he warp times them, that means they're up and over. There'll be 1 guy on the other side of this box, and then he makes the charge, and he can probably just string out because he just connects 1 guy here and goes straight across, and he'll get on that objective with OBSEC. And it looks like Matt has 2, maybe 3 models on that objective, but Dean's got 30 Zangors. He can easily outnumber him on that. Those Stormbolters alone only average 7 cultists if he advanced the Dread and fell back with the tank. Yeah. So look, but he had a unit. He had a unit of 5 sisters there as well. So we get between 5 sisters in rapid fire with bolters and a unit of 5 Stormbolter Dominions. He did not kill 10 cultists. Just putting that out there for you. Oh, that is with the 5 sisters, really? So 10 shots there plus 20 shots from inside the tank. 30 shots, hitting on 3s, 20 hits, wounding on 3s, 14. And oh yes, actually you're right. Yeah, you're right. He could realistically, yeah. Yep. No, you're right. Yeah. See, look, I would have thought with this system and the Dominions, he'd have odds on.
So I would have dropped 1 unit of Bloodletters in the middle and 1 just south of that Dreadnought.
Yep. So you're a little bit faint there, Jim.
Sorry, I said I think you drop 1 unit of Bloodletters just in the middle there to take the 2 tanks and the sisters, and then 1 more to take the bottom left objective.
Yep. Yeah.
And then once that's cleared, you save the 3rd one for.
Yeah. I think with the way, so if So if Matt had have backed up, so literally because Matt has this, sorry, this is to my mind, because Matt has this unit of guardsmen here, I think there is no need to bring down all 3 units of plague bearers. Oh, sorry, bloodletters. This pretty much, because if this guardsman unit wasn't there, the Zangors aren't in the game this turn. The Zangors don't have any charge options. They don't have any relevant places to be. If that unit was in this back quarter or on this objective, the Zangors can pretty much not have any place in this turn. They have nothing to do. But because they're there, they can slingshot, and he can pretty much keep a unit of bloodletters in his pocket. I'm interested to see if he does bring them all down though. If he's seeing something we don't, because to my mind he can't drop here. He can't drop anywhere here.
There's one.
Here. He can still drop here, and of course he's got this whole backfield. It's pretty open to him. He has just letting you know, he has Voltroned out his characters. So he's got 1 Demon Prince here. I believe that's the Khorne Demon Prince. Then he has where is Ahriman? Ahriman has gone across to the bottom right, and then he's got his 2.
Looks like he's bottom right. Is that Ahriman?
Yeah, it is. Yeah, on the disc. Yeah. And then he's got 1 Nurgle Herald here. And where's the other Nurgle Herald? I can't see him. He might be dead. Although I don't know how he would have died. Oh no, here we go. There's 1 Nurgle Herald here, and there's 1 Nurgle Herald here. Rocks under 3. Yeah. Actually, good spot, Reslo. Very good spot. Better eyes than I do.
I couldn't even read the numbers on those objective marks, so good vision.
What were you doing last night? It's just imagining Jim sitting there cross-eyed in his jocks, just breathing heavily, trying to catch his breath.
Not that far from the truth, my friend.
2 kebabs for dinner. So Clegg did manage to pick up 3 points in his turn. He's got a recon point, his second recon point, and he's got a point for hold. And he might have ticked over. He might have ticked over a Reaper point. Yeah, he would have ticked over a Reaper point easily by killing the plague bearers, and he's killed 9 and he's killed 16 cultists. And yeah. So he's got a Reaper point. He's got a recon point, and he's got a hold again. But man, not getting kills. Holy crap! That's. I want to say it's a poor effort, but I honestly think he's just rolled horrifically.
Well, I think turn 1 he should have maybe tried to take up that cultist unit with his shooting.
Yeah. So we've already got 2 Zangor. We've already got 2 Bloodletter bombs coming down. So we've got 1 here and 1 here,
wow.
Which is not what I thought he was going to do.
That seems like an overcommitment of resources.
I
for
100%
just the one
agree. Unless he's just like, okay, one of these is going to go kill the Repressor for me. The other one's going to kill the Libby Dread.
What is that little blue patch to the middle of the table and to the left?
Middle of the table to the
just
left.
Just above where the bloodletters? Just where the bloodletters are going down? Just above them?
The blue patch?
It's like exactly center.
Sorry, exactly center of the table. Yeah.
See where the bloodletters he just put down are? What are those 10 little models?
They're guardsmen.
Yeah. So there's a guardsman to the north of the bloodletters.
So what he can do is charge the Libby Dread, put like 15 out of 20 of them in there, and then use 3 or 4 of them to wrap a guardsman in the top squad.
Well, looks like he is putting the 3rd unit down.
He's going all in, which I wouldn't have done, but fair enough. He's going for a big turn.
To be fair, I don't think this game is gonna be close now that he has the gun kills.
Yeah, I don't think it's gonna be close now.
He's just gonna go for overwhelming destruction this turn, and then it doesn't matter if he gets countered. The Demon Prince
it's too late. Yeah, I agree, man. Because this turn, so the Libby Dread is worth a Headhunter point as well. So he's going to get a Headhunter. He's going to get a Butcher's Bill. He's going to get kill more, and it's possible he gets hold more. This could be a 6-point turn for Dean. 7-point turn for Dean if he decides to get recon. That's the other way he gets recon. See this Bloodletter unit? That Bloodletter unit gets a decent charge off on these guys. He can slingshot around them into recon because he's already got recon at the top with the Zangors. So yeah, 100%. 100% he can still get recon.
The 2 Bloodletter units in the middle, you can tag that Repressor with 1 each basically on each side and lock it in because it's not going to fall back through that ruin there or that wall.
It's true. That's very true.
To
Yeah.
stop the blood letters from getting
So
shot.
you can tri-point it. You can just put one there, and then just the rest in the front. And yeah, that pressure can't fall back. That objective is yours for the rest of the game. He's never going to take it back off you. Yeah, very interesting. I think we're into the psychic phase. Just going to try and read lips.
I failed a lot of 3d6+1 charges, so we'll see what happens.
I'm just going to give an update on the John Seymour and Josh Brody game. Looks like we still have 4 planes in the air out of the 7. 5 planes in the air out of the 7. So 2 have been brought down. It looks like he's lost his Hemlock, and it looks like he's lost one of his Razor Wings. But there looks like there's a bunch of dead Deathwatch. So it's hard. That honestly is looking pretty good for Johnny, having 5 out of 7 flyers still in the air. What I would assume would be at least turn 2 or turn 3, maybe in turn 4. All right, I might look at some of the scores from the other games, because we can look up any score of any game running at this event through the power of the internet. All right, so we'll show you the top game, which is... where is that? Josh Brody. All right, Josh Brody's game. Where are we at? They're not up. They're doing theirs on a piece of paper, like a bunch of chumps. We have the next top game after the one we're not streaming is Adrian Sharrock versus Matthew McMillan, and that is into turn 2, and the scores currently sit 5-4 in Adrian Sharrock's favour. So that's the Harlequins we saw yesterday. So that's the pure Harlequin army we saw. Sorry, the Harlequins and Flyers we saw yesterday versus a pretty brutal lock list. So that is 1 point Sharrock's way at the moment. And the next one down from that we have Matt number 1 Morrisoli. I have to say that's part of our contract. Versus Terence Drew, and that one is sitting pretty comfortably in Matt Morrisoli's favour, 13-7 his way. There you go. All right, back to this game. Anybody in the chat got a friend of theirs who's here at this event and they want us to check up on their scores? Please let us know. So it looks like he has. Yeah.
Stepping away for a sec.
Sorry, what's up?
Stepping away for a sec.
You're stepping away for a sec? No problems, mate. So it looks like the Zangos have been warp timed, because that is definitely another 6-inch move. So they are very, very deep into. They've penetrated very deep into Matthew Clegg's region. Jim wasn't here to hear that one. That's a shame. We've done another mortal wounds. Looks like we're just chucking out some smites. Oh, I should totally. Why haven't I got? Why have I been so crap here? We should have Captain Canada on here. He deserves to be seen. There we go, guys. I'm sorry I've been neglectful of our guest. There we go. Good stuff. I keep checking on the AdMech player just to see how his list is going. I've been struggling to get a good list myself. What are you seeing in AdMech? What are you liking there? And what are you struggling with? What's the player's name, by the way? I'll have a look at his games too. Maybe Jim can break down his list. Oh wow! So if we had the, I think we just had a charge go through with the Zangors. Yep, I'll have a look at that list after we start the next round. After we start the next turn for this game. So it looks like he's made a big inch charge. What I assumed he was going to do, he's slingshot these Zangors across the board. Those Zangors started about here, guys, and they have moved up 6. They have warp timed, and now they have charged into. So there's 3 interactions that have happened there, and he's also going to be charging the tail end. So he's going to take up this space with his Zangors, and he's going to be charging the tail end. So those Zangors I don't know if anybody hears phase angles. They are fucking deadly. He will ace that unit. He will ace that unit, and he will have complete board control of this because there is nothing in this region here that is going to take that off him. So I 100% think that was the right play, and that was dead set what I thought he was going to do. I know my stuff, guys. What can I say? Okay. He's got three ground units left. Yep. So just getting an update from Josh Brody on his game. He's just letting us know that Johnny Seymour has literally 3 ground units left on the board, which means as soon as he takes those 3 out, Johnny essentially gets tabled because boots on the ground. So he is declaring charges with the bottom unit of Bloodletters. Actually, no, sorry. He's declaring charge with this unit. But he might be charging the Plague Bearers first. No, he was charging with Bloodletters first. Looks like he's lost 2 guys on the Overwatch. It's 15. He rolled a 15 on 3d6. That is a feisty feline right there. Oh, okay. If he has declared a charge on that Smash Captain, that is a big, big deal. He declared on the Smash Captain, didn't he? Yeah. So, yeah, when Jim gets back, he'll be keen to know that one. So, he's gone on the Smash Captain and that Repressor. Charge. Yeah, strength 5 on the charge of Bloodletters. That's no good. That is no good. That is no good at all. So, is that first charge? Yeah, so he's decided to put a few. He's got a 15 inches on his movement. He's well in his range to do and move whatever the hell he wants. So he's going to be tapping. He's going to be moving in and tapping another Repressor in there as well. Okay, next unit of Bloodletters. He's done 1 wound there. He's jumping, he's tagging everything. He's like, yeah, he's going to try point and he's going to wrap that Repressor because there's no reason not to. Yeah, he's going to tag everything. There's no reason not to tag literally everything in that unit. So now he's going to complete the sandwich on that Libby Dread with this unit. He encases him, and then he's probably going to tail back onto this unit of Guardsmen as well. Okay, we have a last charge. He's just getting his Guardsman's Overwatch ready. He is just... Did you just roll at 18?
It was a 5 and 2 6s, and they get +1 each.
Oh my god, guys! So this unit of Bloodletters, this one, just got an 18-inch charge. So he rolled a 5, 6, 6, and because he's got +1, he's just made it to these freaking Guardsmen. Oh my god! So if this game could have gone worse for Clegg, actually it couldn't have gone worse for Clegg. I changed my statement completely. This is horrific. It looks like he's decided not to string anything back because of that huge move. He's not going to put anything into the Libby Dread. He's just going to get between those two. So yeah, he's going to butcher this unit of Guardsmen and he's going to wrap this unit of Guardsmen. So very, very bad for Mr. Clegg. Yeah, I think what Jim said is pretty correct. He's going to like lock down and just have an overwhelming turn this turn.
Those bloodletters removed.
Yeah, dude. Welcome back. We've had a huge bunch of everything. So he's charged with the same.
Did he get into that Smash Captain?
Yes, he made it to the Smash Captain, and he's tri-pointed this repressor now with the back squad, and then he's going to be piling into this repressor with the other. He's going to be piling to all 3 repressors with that squad and killing the Smash Captain probably. He's finished off the tri-point with there, and then he's put the rest of his guys into the Libby Dread, and then he rolled a goddamn 18-inch charge with this unit of Bloodletters, and instead of going into Libby Dread, he's going to butcher this unit of Guardsmen, and he's going to wrap this one. So everything that could have gone right for him that turn has gone right for him.
Now, was he within 12 of that Smash Captain team?
He was. He was within 12 of that Smash Captain. I asked him specifically.
Must have been just barely.
Yeah. So he asked, where does he attack? Where does he attack first now? So because he's risking the interrupt on either the Smash Captain or the Libby Dread, looks like he's activated on the Smash Captain first. I think it's kind of much of a muchness. I think they're both pretty deadly. They're both going to take a pound of flesh on their way out. But yeah, I think it's the right call.
Yeah, because I don't think the Libby Dread, it only has like 4 or 5 attacks.
Sorry, what was that?
I think the Libby Dread only has 4 or 5 attacks.
Yeah. Can you quicken in your turn or your opponent's turn? I think it's only in your turn, yeah? Where you get the plus D3 attacks.
I believe, yeah, I'm not quite sure.
It only has 3 attacks according to the Paddle Pop Lion himself, Mr. Mattman.
Yeah, that's not good.
He's going to be putting 14 bloodletters into his Smash Captain.
I mean, he's just got to roll 3s.
That's right.
He can always fight twice. He's still got 5 command points.
Still got 5 command points. He can always fight twice. Okay, so hitting on 3s, wounding on 3s. 6 to 2 damage, yeah?
Did he lose any to Overwatch? Because it'll be 2s if they're still full strength.
He did lose 2 to Overwatch, that's correct. So, yep, looks like he's taken out plenty of hits. Yeah, right now, look, he's probably going to... So, Resler just pointed out, right now this repressor is not completely locked, but he hasn't piled in with this squad yet. So all he needs to do is just pile one of his guys up to about this position here, and yeah, it'll be blocked in completely. So those are his 2 damage ones, so he had 4 of them, and he's failed 1 of the 2 damage, which he's saying he's going to wait and see the rest of his before he decides if he's going to CP that one. So it looks like he has failed. He has to CP, otherwise he's dead. He can't die. He's got 2 wounds left. He would have exactly died had he not CP'd that 2 damage one. But so it doesn't matter though, because for sure Dean attacks again, doesn't he?
Probably worth it.
Yeah, it's worth it.
Because I don't think...
Sorry, you go?
Now, the thing is, do you fight twice, kill the Captain, or kill the Dreadnought?
Well, I think he has to wait and see how much damage does to the Dreadnought to see what's more likely to happen. Because if he underinvests on the Dreadnought, only half kills it.
Yeah,
then
so he's finally in out to lock that tank in.
Yeah, he's not gonna have a huge amount of attacks. Actually, I think it's very unlikely he kills the Dreadnought, to be honest. Maybe even with double attacking, I think it might be unlikely he kills the Dreadnought. With how many he's had to divert over to this middle, so it looks like he's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it looks like he's got 9 out of that unit of 20. So he's going to be attacking with 11 guys into the Dread. I don't think that's going to be enough. They didn't take any to Overwatch though, so I think they are hitting on 2s. Yeah, there's 3 cultists left. That is these three guys. So it's 5 at 2 damage each. He's already dead. He just dropped already. Because naturally he doesn't have the invulnerable save, and then -3 on the 6s. So yeah, bang, popped. Already gone. Did not explode. Ferocious.
That's the Dread, right?
He just fucked that Dread right up.
Yeah, those the AP3 and the 6 is doing double damages.
Yeah. And he has only 8 wounds, so he only needs 4 to go through. 5 went through, banged out.
Where's his Bloodmaster?
His Bloodmaster is, I believe, here.
So those guys are actually strength 6, I guess, with the Bloodmaster.
Yeah, those would have been strike 6. Wouldn't have mattered against the Dread, but yeah, still. All right, so now he's activated the top left unit of Bloodletters, which means that Clegg has not interrupted with his Smash Captain. So I think to speed it up, he's just going to be pulling his unit of. He's going to be pulling it. Yeah.
There's no way there's live.
Yeah, there's no way they live. Although, no, sorry, he's just decided he's going to activate his guardsmen at the top and just start doing some pile-ins and stuff. Because I think, he's rolling the dice. He's rolling the dice. Hitting on 2s, killing on 3s.
Yeah, this game's basically over. Matt does not have enough counter assault or shooting to thin these Bloodletters, let alone 28 Zangors.
28 Zangors as well. Yeah, and his board control is gone. He did just pull him. He just saw Dean's roll for how many wounds he got, and he just pulled the unit, which is the right call. Well, he just pulls them anyway. He doesn't get a save. They're -3, so never mind. He just sees his roll. He's more than 10. He pulls the unit. So he's just pinned his Zangors off this one guardsman.
Oh.
Yeah, so he's staying 1 inch away, so he can't attack him. So he just puts no attacks into him. He's going to put all his attacks into the sisters, into this unit, wipe them, and then with his consolidate, he's just going to pull in. So he's putting 0 attacks into that using a guardsman, and that's because they were left very exploitable by the fact that he moved them up to get a recon point.
Yeah, and they're all spread out, so easy to wrap.
Yeah, so easy to wrap because they're spread out. Yeah, that was almost tailor-made. It's just a gift, really.
Serve those guards up on a platter.
Yeah, exactly right. Yeah. All right, we're just going to get a little bit of an update on the other games, just see how they're tracking.
This is a tough matchup for Matthew, though.
It was a tough matchup for Matt, yeah. He had the tools, but like I said at the start, I think he needed everything going his way. He needed to not make any mistakes, and he just needed all the right dice rolls at the right times. Johnny Seymour. All right, so we're going to have a look at the Josh McMillan, Adrian Sharrock game that is still in turn 2 by the looks of things, and it is what looks to be 10-4 Adrian Sharrock's way. I believe that's correct. In which case, that's pretty amazing. Orcs versus Harlequins. That's actually phenomenal by him if he's winning that game. And naturally, the Johnny Seymour, Josh Brody game, there's no scores being inputted. And we will just double check on the Matt Morrisoli game, but I believe the status quo there to have remained the same, and he'll be pretty dominant. It's turn 4, and yes, actually no, Terence Drew has closed the gap. It's now 10-13, but I'm going to assume, yeah, Terence Drew went first, so we'll still have the bottom of turn 4 to be put in for Matt, in which case I expect him to get up quite a few points. Okay, yeah, this game's pretty much over. The problem is that this is only the bottom of turn 2, which is a bit sad, seeing as they've got about half hour, maybe about 40 minutes left. It's the bottom of turn 2, but mind you, the game's decided. The game is very much decided.
Those Bloodletters are basically all locked in, right?
Yeah. Yeah. So there's no Bloodletters can be shot this turn, with the exception of. This unit. Yeah, this unit is tagged here, so that presser can't fall back. So that unit is safe. This unit has closed off the repressor, so that unit is safe. This unit has locked down some guardsmen, that unit is safe. And the Zangors have locked down some guardsmen, that unit is safe. So, literally, if he wants to have some fun, he can shoot Celestinine over here and try and kill something, if he just wants to have some lols. But apart from that, that's the only play that's not going to make a difference.
Yeah.
It's just really wants to have some fun.
Any one of those Demon Princes is going to take out Celestine.
Yeah. So, yeah, this is very much decided. The tank commanders actually can only shoot at Plague Bearers. These Plague Bearers are the only viable target for, or maybe these Brimstones are still out in the open as well, same as these ones. So those are the only 3 shooting targets that he has that are viable on the board, and that's pretty crazy. You notice even where Dean has left those Plague Bearers that are circled, because this repressor could fall back if that gap was open through there, you move it to 12 inches or whatever, probably tighten the line up and be able to put some shots with ladies inside onto stuff because of their rules. But he's even thought of that and he's closed off that gap. Because he could have easily charged those Plague Bearers in, chucked in some extra attacks there, but he's left it there to close that gap off. So even then, even when he's still in a very commanding position, he's still thinking about the game in play. Matt Antonello would be heaps better if he still had a Libby Dread. Life's always better with a Libby Dread. Have it in the bath with you instead of a rubber ducky. Take it to the movies. Yeah. Yeah, it's at this point like 15 scouts with like a captain or something to back them up. A captain and a lieutenant even can go in and they can wipe a unit of Bloodletters pretty easily, man. Hitting on
he's
threes.
still got the he's still got the Everstar.
Oh, that's right, exactly right. He still has the Eversaw.
I could do some fun things.
Sorry?
I could do some fun things.
You can do some fun things, but I can account for one of the Bloodletter bombs by itself. The Smash Captain, and then if Celestine goes into where the Smash Captain is, he might be able to dig out that squad as well. But then what does he do? Then that's it. That's about it. That's all his two players. He can try and kill 2 Bloodletter bombs in his turn by committing everything he has in his army.
Yeah.
A handful of Bloodletters have been picked up by the Smash Captain.
I mean, but then he's still got 28 Zangors, and that unit's just going to terrorize him from the other side.
There's more than 20. There should be closer to 30 there.
Yeah, 28, I think.
They've taken little to no punishment this game. So he had moved and condensed and piled in his guardsmen to get a couple of extra attacks on the Zangors. He's decided to not do that and to just keep them where they are to get another Reaper point at the end of his turn. But he's not going to. Those Zangors are just going to pile back over there and wipe him out. But I guess what else is his options? He can't kill him in combat. He can't even scratch him in combat. So he might as well just stay there and hope that he has 1 or 2 left, and he can pull himself out of combat towards the recon. Yeah, wonky game now. I think this. Yeah, I mean, very very well done by Dean. Very well played game. But everything that he needed to go his way happened. I mean, none of his Bloodletters failed any charges. It's unlikely they do, but it still can happen.
This is only turn 2?
Yeah, this is the bottom of turn 2.
Jesus.
I know. Demons. They take some time to play, but I don't know. Well, we're an hour and 50 minutes into this stream. Yeah, it's 2 hour and 45 minute round, so technically they still have around about an hour. But I think the TO, because we started late, has decided, nah, I'm holding to the schedule. Doesn't matter. The game's as big.
A lot of Bloodletters just disappeared.
That is true.
Was that the captain fighting twice?
Yeah, the captain's fighting twice. So the captain has fought, and now he's either fighting, paying 3 CP to fight again, or he's died and is fighting again. So they're just double checking something, because I was thinking that was just 1 round of his attacks. This is just 1 round of his attacks. So what's gone down? Whatever. They'll tell us. Looking back over at the Josh Brody game. Looks like there's still 5 birds on the table, but yeah, if he has no ground units left, that is real bad. Real bad. Actually, it looks like he still has 6 birds left. Wow. Yeah, at least five birds left, maybe 6, because he's taken 1 off a stand, and I don't know if that means it's dead and it's just had models on it, so they just left it there, or if it's actually dead. Anyway, okay, yeah. So he has fought once. So he did fight his once, and now Dean is doing his fight again. So they had the order of operations wrong, because Clegg thought he'd go back to back, but Dean gets his chance to fight back before he goes for his second round, because it's Dean's turn in order of operations. So he's going to do his second attacks, and then Clegg's already been like, well, I'm just going to attack on death anyway, it doesn't matter.
Mason, that's a very good point. I definitely agree.
Wow, who's this guy? Who's this guy? Mason Vason. Wow, he's getting the brownie points. Are you like opening a coaching service of some kind?
No way. I got no time for that.
Yeah, I got no time for that either.
I'm not a good teacher, anyways.
Yeah, I'm not good much. I'm alright at this apparently, so I'll just roll with this. I'm not going to try and do anything else. Diffie Eve is even like, I can't even do the technical side of things. I can literally sit here and talk. It's my only talent in life.
So is that Smash Captain still alive, or did he die and now he's fighting?
No, he's dead. So that was his taking his 6 up. So hey guys, what just happened there? Is this the captain still alive? Yeah. Yep. Fight on death. Yeah. So how many did he kill back to you? Yeah. So out of that unit of bloodletters, we have 1, 2, 3. He has 5 left out of the unit of bloodletters, 6 left out of the unit of bloodletters from the Smash Captain attacking twice. So those rolls you just saw was the Smash Captain rolling and then rolling for his 6 up for no pains.
I mean, that's not bad. 14 bloodletters.
So what was that,
Smash
mate?
Captain.
You might need to speak a bit louder. Sorry.
I said 14 bloodletters isn't bad for the Smash Captain.
No, not at all. And Dean's just spent, I believe he spent his last 2 CP to auto pass those bloodletters because that keeps this repressor locked. He needs to keep this repressor locked. Check my. Oh, cool.
And he still doesn't have a kill.
Da-da. Da-da-da.
Spend 2 CP to keep the blood.
Okay. It's a shirtless vlog. Johnny's game is very much in the balance. So I can tell you now, Josh Brody has gone into that game with 50 Deathwatch veterans, a bunch of Elysian guardsmen, and some sisters, and he has literally just been targeting Johnny's ground target units because Johnny came to the game with 7 flyers, and his whole game plan has just been kill everything that's on the ground, and then Johnny will auto fail. I actually believe Johnny is up on points right now, but naturally, if he gets tabled, it's Josh's game. Okay, we are into. So the Smash Captain has been picked up. And we're just putting the scores in for the end of turn 2. I mean, it feels bad. This game probably only gets a turn 3 finish. It feels less bad because we know what the outcome is going to be, but it's still. I'm still not happy. I hate games that don't end on time. I'm of the opinion if 80 to 90% of the time you can't play a 5 to 6 turn game, you shouldn't bring the army you're playing. If you're not competent enough with your list to give your opponent a full and thorough game, don't take it.
I agree. But I also think it's going to hurt both players here because they're both going to have low scores, and in a Battle Points tournament, that could actually hurt D because he's going to still get a win, but it's going to be a very low point win.
Yeah, it's very true, man. He could get jumped by, if the people on any of these other lower tables get really, really big wins, they could jump him, and they could end up on the top table instead of him. Mind you, in the same token as that, I think he would be very happy to dodge Josh Brody with his 50 Deathwatch vets. I don't think that's a game he wants to play. So if Josh Brody jumps over him and goes into and plays on the top table versus maybe Matt Morrisoli or or Adrian Sharrock or Matt McMillan, and he gets to play on the bottom table and gets a massive win, he can jump everybody. So
did Josh take down this flyer list?
Sorry, what?
Did Josh beat John and take down the flyer list?
We don't know yet. It's still up in the air. I might get somebody to do a little roam for me and ask them what their scores are and what their turn they're on. Excuse us, dude. Can I borrow for a sec? Could you go to that table and just quietly ask them what turn they're on and what the scores are for this one? Yeah. Just plucking random dudes and just being like, sending little errand boys around. Johnny has just said it's not looking good for him. So I think that tells us most of what we need to know.
What happened? Sorry.
Johnny's just, I'm just looking at them, and Johnny's just said it's not looking good for me. I've just got their scorecard being brought over. Thank you very much, mate. They're on turn 3 as well, which is not great. So, Josh Brody, he picked Big Game Hunter, March for Death, and Ground Control. He has 2 points for Big Game Hunter and 2 points for March for Death, and he is on 1, 2, he's on 7, so he has 1, 2, 3, 4, plus he's on 11 points. Johnny picked 2 for Recon, 2 for Kingslayer, 1 for Old School. So he's got 5 points for his secondaries, and he's on 1, 2, 7. So Johnny's up by 1 point right now. He says he's behind, but he's actually up. It's 12 to 11 Johnny's way. Okay.
Yeah, but with the ground control, don't forget.
He just the ground control's a big swing, and he's just looked to me and said he's about to be bootsed. So he's about to be bootsed on the ground. So he's about to be wiped.
Grab.
Yeah. So he's just looked to me. He's just made this motion. He's like about to be bootsed. So he's up on points right now by 1 point. And so it doesn't matter. He's about to be bootsed on turn 3, meaning he gets wiped, and his opponent's going to get 12 points for the next 3 turns of the game that are left. So that'll be he's going to double his score at turn 3. Mind you, the score in this game is pretty vile, 14 to 5, so 15 to 4. That's pretty crazy.
So with the differential, what do you add to the scores?
Yeah, okay, actually that's really relevant. Let's just have a quick look. So the difference to get a 20-0, the difference needs to be 20 points. So right now the difference here is 11 points, which would be 11.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to figure it out. The winner's battle points is 15. Yeah, it's going to be 15-5 at this point right now.
Right. That's not too bad.
No, it's pretty respectable, and that gap's only going to widen by the end of turn 3.
Do you think they'll get one more turn in?
If they don't get one more turn through, they'll just talk it out.
So they'll each get one more.
Yeah, they'll each get one more minimum. The TO just walked past and went like this to the players, and Clegg just turned around and goes, "He's flogging me. It doesn't matter." Yeah, at least they're not delusional about it. So it looks like he's fallen back. Both those repressors that weren't touched, so there's one falling back here, one falling back here. Naturally, that pressure is still pinned, can't go anywhere. These guys still pinned, can't go anywhere. These guys still pinned, can't go anywhere. So those guys, what they try and do. Do you want to hear something retarded? Do you want to hear something? Sorry, I shouldn't use retarded. Do you want to hear something really dumb? This is turn 3, and Matt has not picked up a unit yet. Matt hasn't got a kill in this game.
I know. I was gonna say.
Hasn't got one single kill. He's going to put all his storm bolters into the plague bearers and maybe finally get his first kill.
That's depressing.
It's so sad. So sad.
Not even the brimstones or cultists.
Yeah, well, he's got one cultist left. He's got
hiding
one.
They're calling there at the bottom right.
He's got one cultist left right here. And he's got 3 left. 3 cultists left there. That's just such a pain. What you wouldn't give if you were Matt Clegg to have a unit of mortars, just one unit of 3 mortars.
I was about to say.
Wow, would make such a difference in this game. That's actually bonkers.
And those plague bears might not even die either, the way he's probably rolling.
Sorry, what's that, mate?
So the plague bears might not die either, the way he's probably rolling.
Yeah, and the way he's rolling, and the fact that he's actually decently out of line of sight. I think Clegg might have moved poorly because I don't think this repressor can see anybody. It'll just be this one. He just got him. No, he killed him. There's one left he needs to get though. Yeah, there's one mess. He's missed one. There's one plague bearer left there. That one's dead as well. Here's the Eversaw. He's just remembered the Eversaw, and he's putting him down. Yeah, and Dean's been a good sport and just saying, no, go for it, mate. Yep, there's the Eversaw Assassin, just been placed on the left.
Rescue some birds.
Reslo, talk out the last couple of turns. I'm not a huge fan of talking out more than the turn that you're on. I think that's usually severely advantages one player over the other, and it's usually for people who are seeking advantage. Just talk out the rest of the turn you haven't finished, and leave it at that. Otherwise, it gets way too. You can be accused of a lot of things.
All the letters are down.
Yeah, all the bloodless are down.
It's. I think like there's just not enough bullets and shots to kill this many models.
Yeah, exactly
Just
right.
Mathematically, he's just not going to be able to get through this all before it kills him.
Very, very true. How's the background noise for you, Jim? Is there a lot of background noise coming through?
No, it's not too bad. I mean, only when you talk I can hear a little bit, but
Okay, beautiful. Because yeah, it's starting to get a bit noisy in here. Some people in the other room, as the games are finished, they come to have a look at the top tables. They're loud pricks, loud nerd pricks. We just had. I think we're into we're in the charge phase, and something bad just happened. I think the Eversaw just failed his charge.
Oh no.
So
No, I think that was.
He just remembered that he had an Eversaw, put it on the table, and he might as well have not put it on the table. Yeah. Nah. So he rolled for Celestine, hoping he can make it to the Bloodletters. He didn't roll high enough to make it to the Bloodletters. So he's just got into this small unit of Bloodletters. He's just put his cannoness into there as well. So between those two, they should kill him. On the Eversaw? Yeah, with the Eversaw. So the Eversaw was trying to go in those Bloodletters. 3d6 with a reroll, failed it. CP'd one of them, failed it still.
Oh god.
Matthew Clegg, I hope you have some good karma coming your way, because you've certainly certainly got some banked up from this game.
Meanwhile, the Bloodletters are rolling 18-inch charges.
Yeah, exactly right. Yeah, so he got a 14, an 18, and I think just a 12. 11 or 12. So yeah, he made all his charges, and then he got a goddamn 18-inch charge, man. It's insanity. Absolutely retarded. So it's just Celestine picking up some Demonettes. Sorry, some Bloodletters. He's got one left.
Oh no, are they gonna serve? Is he gonna? Did he
got
get
one
all
left.
the Plague Bears? Or is there one left?
So the Plague Bearers are all dead. He's just forgotten one and hasn't picked it up. Unless it's part of the terrain piece. I believe, I can't even see. No. All the Plague Bearers are gone. That's just part of this little indent here is just part of the terrain piece. Same as there. It's on all sides. Yeah,
So he finally got that kill.
all the Plague Bearers are dead. He's got one Bloodletter left from this unit, which he did not kill somehow. He's just going to hope the Repressors can kill it. A couple of Bloodletters being picked up there. Yeah, it's just a Repressor into that last Bloodletter, trying to kill it. One hit. He's got a wound. Here comes the 5+. He got him. 2 kills for Matthew Clegg this round. That is twice as many as he's had the entire game.
Oh, is that from the tank?
Yeah, the Repressor got 1 hit and 1 wound on him. That's gold. So there's 1 unit of Bloodletter's gone. There's probably another Reaper point for him. Well, we know there's 20 guys in the squad, so it's definitely another Reaper point for him. So now these Bloodletters are just going to butcher the rest of these Guardsmen, and then they have their choice. They can go and wrap this, which is probably what they're going to do. They're probably just going to move up and wrap this Lehman Russ and just sit this objective. Either that or he'll be a baller and he'll go and try and kill Celestine. Keep in mind, none of his Demon Princes or Ironmen have seen combat this game. He's still got 3 untouched Demon Princes that have actually not done anything, and Ironmen. There's that Khorne Demon Prince, has not made combat. That probably goes and kills that Repressor next turn. Instant gives.
Yeah, he'll pick up the tank next turn.
Yeah. These two don't look like they're close enough to do anything. Maybe he warp times one over here.
He can warp time probably one in there.
Yeah. The Zangors stay on that objective up in the top right. They don't need to go anywhere. They're good right where they are. Yeah, this Bloodletter unit just wraps that. These guys, I think this unit of Bloodletters just stays there. If not, because they're not going to kill the Repressor this turn, so they're probably just going to stay there next turn. Yeah, look. Very, very over, unfortunately. Fuck it.
How's it going?
Very well for Dean. Dean's shellacking him. He's looking set to possibly get a 20. Jeremy Marigold Martino has just poked his head in. This is Jeremy, the Jesus Marigold Martino.
Just coming in to say a prayer for Cleggy. I don't think he's going to get there. But
Yeah, we're going to put out a Facebook.
forgives his sins, maybe.
We're going to put out a Facebook filter for Matthew Clegg. Pray for Clegg, because he needs our hopes and dreams, hopes and thoughts right now.
Yeah, I don't think any amount of prayer will help him here.
No amount of prayer is going to get him out of this one. Yeah, it's too late. The goose is cooked. Here comes the guardsman on the right being picked up. Looks like he's picked up 7 in that combat. So he'll have to pay a CP to not have them auto pop. Well, sorry, no, because they are leadership 7. So if he has kept the, no, he's got 3 left. He's kept 1 in combat. Why would you keep that one? Why would you? Because he's got Recon. And that's the only one he has in that table quarter. That's the only model he has in that quarter. Sorry? It doesn't make sense because he can't hold both. Yeah, he can't hold both table quarters. So it doesn't make any sense to leave that guy. Yeah, I don't know why.
But like Recon would be at. Oh yeah, that's true.
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense to me at all.
Wait, isn't Recon just a model?
No, but I didn't think one unit has to decide which one they're holding. One unit can't hold 2 quarters. I've got the place back right here. I'll have a look.
Specifically for Recon, they can only be in 1.
Recon, have a unit at least partially in each table quarter at the end of your turn. A unit may only count as being in 1 table quarter at any time for this purpose. Yeah. So it doesn't matter keeping that guy there. He doesn't score your point. Yeah, he's just Dean's in like I have 1 mode. Just going to move my units around with a dustpan. I don't think they know that. If he doesn't know that, I'll tell him at the end. If he gives himself and scores that, I'll tell him at the end. Yeah, it looks like they're just talking through this last turn.
I like how the Demon Prince is already in combat.
Yeah, he's already just moved him into combat because he can't overwatch him. We can't do anything to stuff it. There's Demon Prince going up. Yeah, that's one we thought was going to get warp timed. Another great prediction by the Adam and Jim team. So he's just done here. I'm not sure what this model is. Looks like it is a sister, either a sister or a sister's character. Looks like he's just gonna pile into with some Zangors because it's been in combat for like 3 turns, so they can just pile in and start hitting people at will. The other Demon Prince has moved up.
Although, you know what? By keeping that one's guardsman in combat, it means the Zangors can't charge that character. Because then they would have to fall back.
Well, they can't fall back, but they can just pile into it and hit him because they're already in combat.
Right. So,
because this is the closest.
I think maybe he's trying to keep the Zangors from taking out that character.
Maybe that's what he was thinking was, but it's still about this many Zangors because they're going to get their pile in towards him, and then they're going to get their consult. Yeah, they're going to be piling. So they're still going to have 5 in there, but you're right. That could have been 25 on him.
Not that it makes a difference at this point.
There are literally there are dominions in all the tanks. All the tanks still have dominions in them. Tabletop.
He just smited off the
Bottom repressor.
He just smited off the guardsman, Armin.
Okay, yeah. Armin just smarted them all out. So now he can charge, no issues. And it looks like he's just pulled that character. That character might have been smarted out from these guys. He might have just, as soon as the Imperial Guardsman went, he might have just pulled that character because it's going to get charged by essentially 20 Zangors and maybe a Demon Prince. I think Antonio is being a little bit too critical of his use of the Libby Dread. I honestly don't think he should have been as aggressive as he was with the Smash Captain. I think the Smash Captain he put up turn 1 did not need to be there at all. He should have had Celestine, Libby Dread, and the 2 Smash Captains behind his repressor line to stop him from deter Dean from committing too hard into them and risking the massive counter attack. Because like 2 Smash Captains kill 1 unit, Libby Dread and Celestine kill another unit of Bloodletters. that's not an exchange he can take, I don't think, because I don't know what's paddle pop. What's the chances of a unit of 20 bloodletters killing a repressor in one turn? I mean, I'm thinking it's like a 50-50 because of the repressors having an invulnerable save, which would be a 5+ from Celestine being there.
I also think in this match you play those Lehman Russes a bit more aggressively and use them to block out things like
Yeah,
blood
well, I think they should have been, because you actually need the Lehman Russes less than you need the freaking guardsmen. So
yeah,
you hold
and
down
the repressors.
you hold down your flanks with the Lehman Russes, and then you had the guardsmen had the Lehman Russes screening out for the guardsmen. Because first rank firing, second rank firing guardsmen destroy bloodletters, absolutely destroy bloodletters.
Yeah, I think 'cause you need the las guns and the shots from the guardsmen and the attacks too to kill bloodletters.
Yeah, he's just doing some attacks into Celestine right now with DP, I believe. I believe she's taken 4 wounds, so she's got 2 left. It's just to do heaping combat versus world bloodletters. It's funny what Paddlepop's saying. He has so much anti-horde left. It's true. Yak Hunter. This game is decided. Unfortunately, this is the top of turn 3. This is the demon. So the bottom of turn 3. Sorry, this is the bottom of turn 3. This game is very much poleaxed in Dean's favour. He's been getting kill more every turn. He's gotten hold more for 2 turns now. He's about to get hold more for 3 turns now. He's almost he's very close to maxing a couple of his secondaries out. Yeah, this is a shellacking, and I wouldn't be surprised if this becomes a 20-0 at the end of this turn, because he's picked up a headhunter point. He's picked up another couple of kills. What's else he got? Picked up another butcher's bill. Picked up another recon. Yeah, he's gonna I don't think it's going to matter. I think he's going to pick. I think this is going to be a 20-0 regardless. I think they're just putting in the final scores for the end of this turn. I think that'll be all she wrote, because there's definitely not any time to go into the next round. So it looks like we'll probably be seeing this Demons list on this table versus probably Josh Brody, if he's got the big win that I think we got. So it'll be Deathwatch versus Demons. In which case, I think that the onus is on the Demons to make that a game. Otherwise, I think the Deathwatch just give them a very bad time. How big? Woo! So Josh Brody got a 19-1 win in that against the Plains. So turn 3, you butched on the ground, Dims? Yeah, because boots on the ground, yeah? Yeah, so turn 3, Josh Brody killed everything that the Flyers had on the ground, and he got tabled, ended up being a 19-1 win. So it looks like right now it'll be Dean Sinnbeck versus Josh Brody on table 1 for the championship, for the Cup.
So
the
what's
first
your
Ratcon Premiership. Sorry, what?
and what's your I mean, we can talk about it, but what's your prediction out of that game? Who do you think got the advantage?
On paper, I think the advantage is with the Deathwatch. What would you think?
I would normally say that, but the 60 bloodletters, I think.
Yeah, they do.
Like if it was a standard demon list with maybe like more plague bearers and things like plague bearers and horrors, I definitely would give it to the Deathwatch. But with the 60 bloodletters, they're just going to do so much work.
Yeah. So the big deal for me, one of the things that Josh does in all his games, he's got an Elysian Loyal 32 that he deep strikes and uses to get behind enemy lines in recon and stuff. He can't deep strike him against Dean. I think he needs him to start on the board and be a screen. Because apart from that, the only thing he has to screen with is 15 Sisters. So 15 Sisters plus 30 Guardsmen, he can screen out and bubble out, and then just shoot from 30 inches or 36 inches into Demons when they come down. But if he's able to get Bloodletters... Sorry? I think
the 4 Deathwatch squads picks up those Plague Bears in a turn.
They do, 100% they do. But then he needs to dark... Yeah, and then he Dark Matters over. So he Dark Matters the Zangors over. They might get intercepted if he doesn't place them properly. Luckily this board I think will be okay. It will, if anything, it'll favour Dean with how much alliance blocking there is. And it'll confound some deployments for Josh. But luckily Josh has already played on this map before, so both of them won't be taken by surprise by anything. But yeah, if the Zangors can put and clear all the screens turn 1, especially if Dean goes first turn 1, That's pretty heinous for Matt, for Josh, because then Josh can't move out of his deployment zone, and he'll be giving up a lot of points very quickly.
Now, is there set deployments here, or is it a random deployment?
I actually believe it's set. So we got. I'll just double check for us. Mission 5.
Do we know the deployment for turn?
Table
game
quarters.
5?
Table quarters.
Well, that's actually good for the demons.
Yeah, it's actually good for the demons because that bottles him up.
They can outrange all the Death Watch turn 1.
Yeah.
And then just drop those.
Yeah, maybe you just one turn. Maybe you just hold back for turn 2, and then drop the dark matter and the three bloodletter bombs on him in one turn, and just go bang. Here we go. That could be a thing. So look at the scores. It's 7-23 now. That's a shellacking.
Poor sisters.
Yeah, poor sisters indeed. All right. Have they gone into another turn? Surely they've updated this. They've gone into turn 4. They have. Why?
Yeah, it's probably just academic at this point.
Yeah, it's pretty much more just to see if Clegg can pick up any points. Maybe it's just a concession by Dean saying, hey, you can probably get some more points out of this. It goes another turn. We haven't been called dice down. I might as well just keep going.
See, now he's playing the Lean Rust the way I think he should have from the start, which is
pushing him up.
right out front.
Yep. No, I agree, man. They don't add much. They don't add anything at all in this matchup, in this game.
Because you can still move him 6 inches and fire the 2d6.
Yeah, you can still move him 6 inches and fire 2d6. And I believe there's one of the strategies in there is that you can move him full and still fire. So you can technically advance and still fire double. Yeah, that's right, yeah. There's one in there that you can still shoot your turret no matter how far you've moved.
Yeah, that's with the Emperor's artillery.
He's paid for it. In his list, he's paid for it, so he could be doing that. Okay. So I'm just trying to figure out where we're at, what we're discussing here with this game. Yeah, look, it's probably just Clegg trying to pick up his last couple of points. Four wounds. Yep, a bunch of bloodletters have been picked up, probably by Stormbolters.
The Eversaur's in there, it looks like.
Oh, sorry, yeah, you're right, it is the Eversaur. Empress Fistino. It's pretty good. He just popped, he just killed
Jesus.
all the bloodletters.
Oh my god.
Crazy. That's awesome.
So what is it? It's like they get like 10 attacks, and then for every hit they get another.
They get 8 attacks. For every kill, they get another attack. So I can have 16 attacks. Hitting on 2s, winning on 3s, re-rolling. It's pretty good.
So I mean, Matthew's definitely. The problem is like he definitely killed letters, but at this point he just doesn't have the tools to kill those 3 demon princes now.
Nah, he has nowhere near enough tools to kill him. Maybe he can kill one. The fact that the goddamn corn DP is still there is absurd. Absurd. Oh wait, he's got one. Yeah, you kill one, pick one up. Good job. Now that was the end of his turn 4.
Was that Celestine?
Yeah, Celestine just put down that Demon Prince. So we're just going to have the bottom of turn 4 for Dean, and we'll be wrapping this up.
Like, if Matthew had gotten kills early and could have stayed in the game with the score, I think it would have been a much closer game at the end
Well,
here.
you can knock 3 points off Dean's score because he's gotten kill more every turn, and you can add 3 points to. So it'd be, at minimum, it would be a 10 to 20 game instead of being 7 to 23. Is the Eversaw still up? Yep. Yeah. The Eversaw can fight twice with command points. You can just automatically fight again.
So 32 potential kills.
32 potential kills. Yeah. It's absolutely ferocious. Yeah, unbelievably
For 85
good.
points.
I know, unbelievably good blender. I mean, if you think about that compared to people talking about the Rune Priest with Jump Pack, when you can get 20 attacks, 40 attacks. But how many points is that? It's 114, I believe. 124, maybe. This guy's 85 points. 3D, much more reliable charge with 3d6. Can pop up anywhere. Can be in any army. You don't need a whole Space Wolves detachment to bring him, and absolutely absurdly amazing, absurdly good.
Well, people are freaking out about this Chaos Chainsword Underlord now.
Yeah.
But you need detachment. You need 100 point of Dark Apostle.
Yep.
It's like a 300 point investment.
So many
for
layers
16
you're adding to that.
like
So
16
many.
moves a turn.
Yep. It's so many. It's like I've been talking. One of my Jeremy Martino, who you saw before, he's been playing Seer Cancel at this event, and he's just testing it out to see what the potential is of it. And he's not impressed with it anymore. He's gone off it. It's because it has so many terms and conditions for its damage, its optimum potential. It needs to cross and tick so many boxes to operate the way you need it to operate to dominate a game. Whereas a unit of Shining Spears with about half the amount of input, the fact that they're Ynnari, they already get the best buff they're gonna need from Ynnari straight up, without any, just happens. Makes them, I think, better than them for the points because they don't polarize the entirety of your list into making one unit dominant, which is the same as that Chain Captain. He's a 100 and something odd point model. But how many hundreds of points does it need to make that guy what he is for that Chain Lord?
Yeah. Well, that's the problem with Possessed, right?
Sorry.
That's the problem with Possessed. So a lot of people have been looking at the new Possessed stuff and saying they're so great. But
Yeah.
for this, think about a unit of like 8 Grotesques. You don't need anything. It's just 8 Grotesques and off they go.
They just do what they do on the box,
And,
man. They don't need any buffs, they don't need anything. You can just Vexator them for the lols, and that's more of a text choice than anything else. They don't need that to do what they do. Matt Antonello, I'll let you know, has been playing Seer Council since 5th edition. That is his jam. That is his modus operandi. That is his reason for getting out of bed in the morning. And I just dissed his army pretty hardcore just then. He's been playing Seer Council for 8 years. You know when you find your flavor of like beer or cereal and you can't change, you're no longer capable of changing. That is Mantonello. He's locked in.
Now is he playing the Vigilus Conclave? Like
He's played it all varieties. He's played Ynnari, he's played Conclave, he's played Vanilla, he's played just Alatok, he's played them all. I just Jeremy, because Matt's got the balls to keep playing it. You don't have the balls to keep playing it. You just can't change anymore, old man. You're just locked in your ways. You're in the past. The future is now. Bam. So like we were saying, so that's another thing that like Matt Morosoli, he was all in on the Zangor bombs. He had, instead of having any bloodletters, he had 2 to 3 Zangor bombs he was using, and he was putting just layers upon layers upon layers of buffs on them. Because when you put all those buffs on them, they are better than bloodletters. The difference is bloodletters don't need any buffs to do what they do. They just need the banner, and then they just do what they do on the box. They go in and they just kick everything's ass. So it's all these win conditions, or not win conditions. I call them terms and conditions. These hurdles you have to cross to get this unit operating as optimum, whatever. And most of the time, it's not worth it. It's not worth the investment. Yes, you can go crazy running down all these rabbit holes of how good you can make something, but you should stop and ask you: should you bother making it that good, or is it making only a little bit better than it is enough? There's my soapbox rant for the day, guys. Hope you enjoyed it, Jim.
I did.
It was nice. Look, Dean really doesn't need to take any actions this turn. He can just stand there and just go, yep, this is probably what's going to happen. This is probably what's going to happen. Yep, there goes the Khorne Demon Prince into that Leman Russ. You can already call that a past Leman Russ. Past. It no longer exists. Past. It's from the past. It's already been sent. It doesn't know it's dead yet.
Yeah, that's that axe is just incredible. Such a good weapon.
Where's his other Demon Prince? Ah, there he is. He's warp times his other Demon Prince to get to the other side of Celestine. He doesn't want to go for Celestine. I think he just wants to punt out the. I think he only needs one more for Headhunter, and he's got his Canoness there. So I think he just punts out the Canoness, maxes his Headhunter, doesn't need to risk Celestine. Because there is still a chance.
Bottom turn, so
Sorry?
he has bottom turns, so this will be it.
Yeah, exactly right. And it's because Celestine might not die, whereas there's much better chances of knocking down.
Well, Celestine can come back too.
I think she's already come back though.
Oh, has she?
I think she got smited out turn 3 and came back at the end of the Psyche phase in turn 3. And then he went in with his Demon Prince, did fuck all, and died in return.
Because she's got like a flat 3 damage stored, doesn't she?
She does, yeah. Yep, there's the Canoness, and I think that'll be all she wrote, because they'll just be like, yeah, just pick up your Demon Russ. Yeah.
Oh, there
All right,
she
gentlemen,
goes.
we will just get the final scores for this. Are you going to join us for the next game as well, Jim?
What time does the game start?
I think we've got half an hour to 45 for lunch. I'll double check, and then we'll be back for the final game, which will be demons. There will be demons playing on that game. So there's the bait. Will you take it?
I mean, it'll be late here, but I'll try to stay up and.
So yeah, we've got. I think from the ending of this, we've got 35 minutes. So 1:15 for us, where we are. 1:15 AEDT. If you want to Google what that is for you. But yeah, we're just gonna get these final scores, and
so
we
that's
are.
45 minutes.
Sorry.
That's 45 minutes.
Yep, 45 minutes.
Yeah, I think I should be fine to stick around for the last game.
Beautiful, thank you so much, dude. All right, on that note, it is a 9-30 win for Dean, which translates, I believe, into a 20-0. So it will be Dean Sinnbeck playing Demons up against, I believe, Josh Brody. And we will be back for the last game, guys. So thank you so much. Spread the word. Last game of Ratcon coming up in 45 minutes. I got to go get some lunch, and then I got to go do paint judging. So no rest for the wicked. I'll see you guys soon. Thanks again, Jim. Talk to you soon.
Keep up.